right, we are fine.
All right, you guys, let's get it. Let's get it, you guys. Let's go. Let's get this video going. Mikey T, the movie star. I'm here tonight to talk to y'all. What is going on, everybody? What is popping with y'all, man? Sorry for the late start time tonight. Talk to y'all. What is going on, everybody? Let me get my sound right. Popping with y'all, man. Let me get my sound right. Looks like we're good. Looks like we're good, you guys. So let me get my sound correct. Let me get everything in order. We have some dope news to go over tonight. Jay Prince and Wack 100 going back and forth. Jay Prince and Wack 100 going back and forth, you guys. We're going over it all tonight. Everybody go ahead, hit that like button as you tune in. We're going to get started in just a second. I need everybody, of course, when you're coming in here, hit that like button. Let me know what city you're tapping in from. Let me know what city you're repping. Let me know what you're blazing, guys. I'm rolling something up right now as we get started on this live. For all the OBH fans, we have some news on Dark Low. That's right. We have news on Dark Low, AR Rab's main artist from OBH Records. We've got some news for y'all. I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight, everybody sharing this video. What's going on, everybody watching me on Instagram? Come join me right now. We're on YouTube Live. So everybody on here watching on Instagram, hit the link in my bio and come join me right now. What up, Jeremy, Executive, Dre Say. I need y'all to hit that link in my bio and come join me on YouTube right now. Appreciate everybody in the room tonight. I know we got a little bit of a late start. I was out doing a couple things. I was out rolling around, you know what I'm saying? Rolling up. But we've got to get to the news tonight. I told you all I was coming on at 11 p.m. I did a little bit of an afternoon live. I did an afternoon live on Young Thug and Gunna and the 28-man indictment with 56 counts. Need everybody to share this video, and everybody watching me on Instagram, hit the link in my bio. Come join me right now. Come join me right now, y'all. Hit the link in my bio. Yep. So we got a dope video to do tonight, you guys. We have some news to go over. I'm excited about it. Y'all. Hope y'all are ready for this live tonight. Jay Prince. So now, now not only has Hassan Campbell exposed Wack 100, put all of his business out there, put everything that he talks about behind the scenes out there. Now we've got Jay Prince, you guys. We've got Jay Prince bringing some interesting information to light about Larry Hoover, you guys. Larry Hoover is at the center of the dissension between Wack 100 and Jay Prince. Wack 100 went a little bit far in his response to Jay Prince, but we're gonna get it all. We're gonna get into all that tonight, man. Appreciate you, dude, for watching the Young Thug live, man. Had to go live this afternoon. All the different blogs are talking about Thugger right now. I even hear 6ix9ine sent a little diss his way, but that's not really what we're talking about tonight. Tonight, we're actually going to be talking about Wack going at it with Jay Prince. Got a little bit of a news update on AR Rab for anybody that's interested in it as well. Update on AR Rab's associate Dark Low. For everybody that's interested in how to write Dark Low, I know there's a lot of people out there who are always like, yo, Mikey T, how do we get that information to write Dark Low? So I will have that for all of you tonight. Definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in. Appreciate y'all for checking out the Lightly Seasoned podcast with my brother Clark, my guy Mark. And I just appreciate everybody for staying up this late to rock with me. I know I let y'all know this afternoon. We're going a little bit late today. You know what I mean? We're going late tonight, but that's what we do on the channel. I give everybody their opportunity to get their shit out the way. Hassan, Academics, all the guys, we let them go live and do their thing, Doggy Diamonds. And now it's our time, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. It's Mikey T time, you guys. So let's get into it. Yeah, a little bit about Hassan Campbell. I think you guys know the videos I've been putting up the last few days. I actually put up a couple videos, you guys, of 10 Toes Down. 10 Toes Down gave me the opportunity for an exclusive interview, and I really appreciate that. You know what I mean? 10 Toes Down blessed the channel, came and, entertained everybody on here. We had like 600 live viewers. 10 Toes Down knows how to bring the energy. But I appreciate everybody for sharing this video. Double Up TV, major salute. Major salute. Detail, what's going on? Appreciate you, Rico. Appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah, tonight we got to talk about Wack. Tonight we got to talk about Wack 100. And we got to talk about the fact that he's getting called out by one of the biggest names in the industry. He's getting called out by one of the biggest names in the industry, Jay Prince. When we talk about Jay Prince, we're talking about a guy who has settled issues. Jay Prince has settled issues with the likes of Drake and Meek Mill. So you know his name carries weight, y'all. You know Jay Prince's name carries weight when it comes to this whole Wack 100 situation. You know what I mean? You know his name carries weight. So why would anybody want to mess with Jay Prince? Now, Wack 100 has said in a couple vlogs, he said a couple different things that I'm not really going to repeat. I'm going to repeat certain things, but some things I won't repeat on here. Wack 100 actually took it to another level with Jay Prince. Talked about the fact that he would get physical with Jay Prince, man. He would get physical with him. He said he didn't even care about his own life. This is pretty much what Wack 100 has been saying, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. Appreciate, yeah, Jay Prince. Jay Prince is the guy right now, man. Jay Prince is the guy right now. Yeah, I did an interview with 10 Toes Down. Expect more of that interview. 10 Toes Down actually spoke on Hassan Campbell. He spoke on when the two met. He spoke on the fact that the two of them had a podcast together, you guys. You know what I mean? He spoke on the fact that he had a podcast with him. He had a podcast with the man. The two guys, we're gonna link together. What's everybody blazing in here tonight, man? What's everybody smoking on? Let's get some chronic in the air. I better have my lighter. Hopefully I don't not have my lighter. That would be a travesty. But I do think I left it in my car. It is what it is. I probably got another one right over there in the other room. Rick 855 85585, whatever it is. I appreciate you, man. Sorry, bro. Yeah, man, we got a lot to get into tonight, man. Everybody share this video. We got a lot to get into tonight, man. Hell yeah, CEO got that hybrid cartridge. We're going to have to get into everything that Jay Prince said. For everybody tapping in, we have a little bit of information on Dark Low as well. For everybody who would like the information to write Dark Low. That's right, you guys. If anybody out there has been wondering, how can I write Dark Low, Mikey T? Mikey T, I want to write Dark Low. What's going on with you? For everybody out there who's been wondering that information, I've got it for you right here. Let me pop it up. I'll put it in the description, and I'll also pin it up to the chat right now so everybody can read it. Everybody can read that, man. Let me get that information right here. Yeah, we got it. We got it. My man Dark Low has the information. He sent it to me so everybody can write him. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I know we're at a late hour. You know what I'm saying? Not too much later than normal. You know what I mean? But started at 11. I was doing a couple things out before the show. But like I said, I definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Here's the information to write Dark Low. It's Dark Low. Charles Sally's the first name. I've got the inmate, the identification number, and everything you guys are going to need to write Dark Low. So please send Dark Low a letter. He had spoke about it on his album. He had spoke about on his album how important fan mail is, how important getting letters in jail is. Dark Low made that pretty much clear and his video. We got Lone Wolf TV in the building tonight. I appreciate everybody sharing the video, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. My guy Elgin in the building. He said Jay Prince already stated. Jay Prince already stated that he is not wasting time on no rat. Jay Prince has quite a bit to say, and we're going to get into it all tonight, you guys. This is the YouTube channel where you hear the quotes, where you hear the detail, and you actually get to discuss it with the podcast host. That's right. There's a lot of other great podcasts out there. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dope podcasts out there, but there's only one Mikey T, the movie star, out there. And tonight, we're all in here discussing it together. Everybody share this video. Let's go. Let's go. Lone Wolf TV says it. Jay Prince is not to be played with. Jay Prince is not to be played with. Don't mess with Jay Prince. We saw what happened. We saw what happened when these guys try to go out to South by Southwest and they've messed with Jay Prince or they've messed with his son. You know what I mean? We see what happens when these situations go down, y'all. We see what happens. Now, if you guys want to check out my interview with 10 Toes Down, that's right, you guys. I interviewed 10 Toes Down. If you missed it, and 10 Toes Down had quite a bit to say. 10 Toes Down broke down Hassan Campbell's stints in jail. He broke down his stints in jail. C-74, C-76. Y'all are going to get that exclusive in the next couple days. But right now, what's out there? What's out there right now, you guys? We've got the clip, the Fordham Road jewelry. My man told me, Mikey, we got a jewelry pickup. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Hassan Campbell's. That was Hassan Campbell's jewelry pickup. My bad. Can I get some sweats? Can I get some sweats, some socks? Maybe you can embroider in Mikey T, the movie star, on there. Or maybe you can embroider into it raw and uncut. We addressed all of that on my interview with 10 Toes Down, you guys. So everybody go check it out. My full interview with 10 Toes Down will be out very soon, but you guys can check out the official live stream. I need everybody to share this video. Let's go. Mikey T, the movie star, is in here turning up as no other blogger can. That's right, 105 people. Let's go. Let's turn this up, man. Mikey T is in here talking to the people. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Killer Demo says Jay Prince loves Joe Rogan. Let's see. Upstate New York is in the building. I appreciate you for tuning into both of my live streams today, bro. Everybody share this video. Let the industry know that we've got a problem. Let the industry know that Mikey T is a problem. My boy Rosewood just told me today he got a couple calls. I was on the phone with Rosewood this afternoon. Major calls this afternoon. Shout out to my brother Iceberg, the godfather of the chat. Detail, my guy Detail's in the building. Everybody needs to share this video, man. No YouTuber gets more live than me. Hassan Campbell's great. He's great. Doggy Diamonds, the shit. But nobody acts like Mikey T, the movie star, on here. You're not going to get this shit anywhere else. We got Southpaw Pain in the building. Free all the OBH members. That is 100% right. And let me put it in the chat again. I'm going to put it in the chat, the information to write Dark Low, because I told everybody on Instagram if they tapped in that I would give them that information. And I'm a man of my word, period. Point blank, period. I'm a man of my word. But everybody share this video. Sorry, I'm just doing a little late post on Facebook. My bad, you guys. I don't mean to disregard the chat. We got some shit to talk about tonight. Everybody write Dark Low. I'm going to go ahead and pin that up. I hit Dark Low. I was like, yo, bro, the people need an address to write you. The people need an address to write you. So Dark Low got me the address. So Arab's artist Dark Low. The information to write him is up there right now. Now, as far as AR Rab, the last message I got from AR Rab was actually that his texting device maybe I should save this for another stream to talk about. You know what I mean? Um, right now, it's more important that you guys got the information to write Dark Low. Everybody watching me right now, what up, Swelly? Everybody watching me right now on Instagram, come tap in on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now. I appreciate everybody tapping in. We got 150 people watching us on YouTube right now. So I need everybody on the Instagram right now. Hit the link in my bio and it'll bring you right to my YouTube channel so you can join. Yo, seven, bro. Bro, come on. You know I answer when you write a message, I answer your messages, bro. I'm not like everybody watching on IG. Come join me on YouTube right now. The link is in my bio. We're all on here vibing. So y'all come join me right now. I'll see y'all on YouTube. All right. Eric, come join me on YouTube. The link is in my bio. I'll see y'all on there. Yeah, bro. 7. Bro, I would never disrespect you on my channel, bro. You tap in when I'm going live. You know, you add to the conversation. I would never disrespect anybody that comes to my live, but I'm not just going to jump on every topic, you guys. I can't just jump on every topic. I got to keep it real to, why I'm doing this. If you hear some shit, you really want to clarify it before you go out there and talk about it. What's going on, man? Major salute. Tanya, appreciate Tanya right now, but I appreciate everybody that sends a super chat. Right now, it's on Tanya, Karen, G. I see her in there. She'd be supporting my channel. She'd be supporting my guy, SV Twiz. SV Twiz, the hood blogger. She'd be supporting us. You know what I'm saying? So I really appreciate her and everything that she does. We got the livest channel on YouTube, you guys. We got some shit to talk about tonight. We got some shit to talk about tonight for everybody that needs the information to write Dark Low, because we got 160 people in here right now. And I know some of you guys want to write Dark Low. I know some of you out there want to write Dark Low. So the information is legitimately pinned in the chat right now for everybody that needs it. Everybody that wants to write Dark Low, the information is pinned in the chat. And you know what? We're good. I don't even have to get up because I got a lighter right here. So we're good. I'm not going to be getting up from the seat for legitimately 2 to 3 hours, man. That's how we do here on the channel. Again, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Roberto, King, Do, Upstate, Elgin, y'all, Iceberg, everybody in the chat. And Karen, or Tanya Karen G, I appreciate you for the $10 super chat. That means a lot right there. The $10 super chat, anybody sending in any type of bread to support the channel it just shows me that I'm here for a reason. And that shit is love right there. That shit is love right there. But everybody, y'all, I know some people are tapping in for the information on Dark Low. AR Rab's major artist. And that's not to say anything about the other guys on OBH. There's a lot of dope artists on OBH, but Dark Low's information to write him is pinned up right now for anybody who needs it, you guys, because I know a lot of people have been hitting me about that. And just to be honest with you guys, I didn't have it for a while. And I'm not going to come here and give you fake information. I will never do that. You're not going to catch me on here giving you fake information to write somebody. So when I got the information, I personally hit Low's DM. I don't know who's running Low's Instagram right now fully, but I hit him and I was like, yo, bro, all due respect, there's people that want to write you right now. I remember Low had told me that in an interview. I remember Low had told me that in an interview, how important that fan mail was to him. So that's one of the reasons. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, right now, Dark Low is in a medical facility in Massachusetts. They actually did take some consideration into where they put him in jail. I need everybody to share this video. Let's get 200 people in here. It's dangerous here. It's dangerous in this YouTube video, y'all, because we're the most live YouTube channel on the internet. All due respect to what Doggy Diamonds and Hassan Campbell, Death of the Clout Chaser, all respect to what those guys are doing. You know what I mean? Math Hoffa, All respect to what they're doing, but we are the most live YouTube channel. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys watched me in the early days, took their notes. They took their notes. Good luck to them. I appreciate them. Anybody that wants to have me on their platform, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than willing. You know, all it is a simple reach out, hitting Mikey T, the movie star, up. You know what I mean? I'm literally legitimately, like I told Matt Hoffa, we were speaking the other day. You know what I mean? I'm legitimately one phone call away. You know what I mean? I'm legitimately one phone call away for anybody that wants to get at me in the music industry. It ain't hard to get at me. I'm usually streaming or smoking an L, you know, doing some work or smoking an L. It ain't nothing when it comes to this shit. This is my life. This is what I do every single day of the week. You know what I mean? Providing interviews, putting out live content. This is what we do. Tapping in. What's popping? New Orleans. Jay Real. I appreciate you for tapping in all the way from New Orleans. I know it's a little rough out there right now because how do I know? Because my man was out there literally tarping roofs. You know what I'm saying? So I really respect you for tapping into our live. You know, I got a lot of respect for everybody from the different cities and states that taps in, man. I'm about to roll something up. It looks like it's a little bit of daily special mixed with that blue apricot. Major salute to the Bronx. Major salute to the Bronx. Nah, bro. What are you talking about? Ghetto life, bro. I was just literally out on a date. You know what I'm saying? Like ghetto. I love hip hop, bro. Hip hop is my life. There ain't no other. What's going on, Kat? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. We got some shit to talk about. Wack 100 responded to Jay Prince. Wack 100 responded to Jay Prince. But first, we're going to get into Jay Prince's message. You know, Jay Prince said, it's no secret that I, along with the Hoover family, lawyers, and friends, are fighting hard for Larry Hoover. So that's one of the people that we're talking about tonight. We're talking about Larry Hoover. You know, the guys who Drake and Kanye West did a benefit show for, the free Larry Hoover concert. A lot of people got it misinterpreted. They literally thought it was a free concert. You know what I mean? They're like, whoa, I showed up for a free concert. No, this is the concert that is promoting the freedom of Larry Hoover. You know, this is a concert that is raising awareness and raising some funds for the freedom of Larry Hoover, who has been locked up for quite some time now, you guys. Major salute. We got Philadelphia Eagles in the building tonight. Yes, sir. We got BXJ chilling. He said we at them spooky hours, baby. I need everybody to share this video. Everybody share this video. We're really just getting started. We're just getting off the intro and onto the first topic. Of course, the information to Write Dark Low is pinned up. I know there's a lot of people because how do I know? Because they're hitting my DM every day. You know what I mean? You can hit my DM. That's great. But I need you to tap into these live videos. It's the only way we're taking this shit to the next level. It's the only way we're taking this shit to the next level, you guys. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. And I hope y'all are rolling up good. Hope y'all are eating good, enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do on this side. Tonight, we just so happen to have to talk about another person, another one, as DJ Khaled would say, calling out Wack 100. So now we've gone on, like, this whole thing might be a little bit worse than what Hassan Campbell did. I'm not going to lie to you. This whole thing might be a little bit worse than what Hassan Campbell did. I mean, when we're talking about the freedom, when we're talking about the freedom of Larry Hoover, we're talking about two of the biggest artists in the game. We're talking about two of the biggest artists in the game that came together. Two artists in the game that put aside their beef to come together as a unit. I'm talking about Drake and Kanye West. I know everybody, if anybody in this room didn't watch at least 10 minutes of the Kanye West Drake performance, please leave the room. If you did not watch it, please leave the room. But I bet you nobody will leave the room because we all at least turned on a few minutes of that. You know what I mean? We all turned it on to see the reaction between Kanye West and Drake. It was like they didn't want to use. I guess we got 10 people that logged out that didn't see it. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I think, damn, Fleek, you really didn't see it? You didn't even tap in to see a few minutes of it? This is literally Kanye. This is literally Kanye West performing the best records that he has. You know what I'm saying? This is literally Kanye West coming together with Drake, somebody that we thought they had too many personal issues to actually stand side by side on the stage with. Let's be real about this. Let's be real about this. I didn't watch the whole thing. You think I'm going to watch 2 hours of live performance? I mean, shit, if I get a hankering, there were certain songs that I wanted to watch. But I'm just saying though. Everybody has their own taste. Some people are going to love to watch Drake performing for 2 hours long. I would assume that everybody tapped in and saw at least a few minutes of it though. Yeah, I was just messing with y'all though. Let me see. I don't want y'all to log out because of something that you didn't see. I was just messing with y'all because that's what this chat is about. That's what this live stream is about. If somebody hasn't seen something, we educate one another on it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Fleek is in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in, Fleekwood. Hope you tune into some more of our live videos because we appreciate everybody that tunes in with a voice and that adds to the discussion. Fleekwood says, "Man, bro, I'm from the West. Ain't nobody scared of Jay Prince. It's a boogeyman in every hood." Fleekwood making his statement known. Where in the West are you from, Fleek? Definitely appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Definitely appreciate it. And we also got Frankie Baby. Don't worry, Frankie. We're really just getting into it. Just a little bit of the intro you missed. I posted Dark Low's information to write him in the chat. It's pinned up if anybody wants to write Dark Low. If anybody wants to write Dark Low, the information is provided above. I appreciate you, CEO. He said, "Mikey, talk your ish. This your house, bro. We all know you ain't an asshole." I appreciate that, man. I really come on here. I really come on here and actually, try to show both sides of the argument. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not only going to be reading Jay Prince's portion, but I'm going to be reading Wack 100's portion, you guys. Clark Martin. I know that ain't my brother Clark Martin. Because Clark would usually be in here with the First Class Films tag. Clark, is that you, bro? South Central's in the building, baby. South Central, baby. Fleek, subscribe to this channel, bro. We need that representation from South Central. We need that real representation, bro. I hope you make this one of the channels you tap into when you see Mikey T, the movie star, going live. Mikey T, are you going to Summer Jam? Whip Wop 456 is in the building again. Definitely appreciate that. Everybody in here who hasn't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe now. We got all types of content popping on this channel, you guys. All types of interviews, live podcasts, recorded podcasts. Everything is popping on this channel, you guys. I'm even going to pop up with a couple podcasts with actual rappers in the game. You won't believe how many rappers are hitting my phone and saying, "Mikey T, we want to do a podcast with you." I ain't saying no names. Y'all see it when you come on the YouTube channel. Just never miss one of these lives because you never know. Because you never know what's going to pop in. I saw that account, Clark. I saw that account, bro. And I was like, is that Clark? Does Clark have 2 accounts? Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I doubt Leak Moss is here, but I'm gonna shoot him a message on his DM. I doubt he's here. So he could check his Instagram DM if he's here. Because I definitely want to end all that shit with Leak. You know what I mean? It was dope that he popped in the other day and said, I'm sorry and shit like that. Apologized. You know, you can't never be too big of a man to accept an apology. That shit is real. Wilmington, baby. Wilmington, North Carolina's up in here. Hoffa, Hoffa, what's good? We never left the lives, brother. We never left the lives, man. We never left the lives. We never stopped, man. Hell yeah. Southwest Philly. Respect, respect, respect. So Jay Prince said this, you guys, in his exclusive. He actually spoke on this, man. Jay Prince actually spoke on this. He said, it's no secret that I, along with the Hoover family, lawyers, and friends, are fighting hard for Larry Hoover's freedom. That is the first step at law he deserves. Meanwhile, this dude, Wack, has taken the position to work against the Hoover family by trying to monetize off his name and withhold footage. Guys, this is the hook, line, and the sinker, you guys. They're saying that Wack 100 is withholding footage that would contribute to his freedom, you guys. They're saying that the Wack 100 and whoever filmed this interview are withholding information that would contribute to his freedom. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? This is why I started the live video off. And I said, you guys, this could quite possibly be worse than what Hassan Campbell did to the man. This could quite possibly be worse than what the man Hassan Campbell did to him. You know, right now, you guys, right now at this very moment, Jay Prince is legitimately putting out very damning information. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. He's putting out damning information on Larry Hoover. He's putting out information that Wack 100 is screwing over Larry Hoover. There's a female attached to this whole thing. It's not just Wack, you guys. It's not just Wack 100. What's everybody smoking in here? I'm sorry to break up the conversation. What's everybody smoking? I want to know because I'm blazing myself. I'm blazing, y'all. Clark, what are you blazing, bro? I know you're smoking something good over there. You still on that board ape or whatever you were saying earlier? Y'all is tripping, man. Y'all is tripping, man. Telling me some shit. Okay, GMO cookies. Hoffa's blazing that GMO cookies. What's the percentage on that, bro? When I got GMO, it was like 29% last time, man. That shit is strong. Frank smoking on that monster cookies. Okay. Damn, Frankie, you smoking on some BS? I've been there before, though. You know what I mean? Anytime you get a little $40 quarter, you know it's going to be some BS. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Y'all can let me know what you're smoking. So basically, Jay Prince said that Wack has taken the position to work against the Hoover family. Jay Prince is saying that Wack 100 is sabotaging the release of Jay Prince. Are you guys hearing me right now? Jay Prince is saying that Wack 100 has footage. That could potentially contribute to his freedom. I'm not going to go into a whole Braveheart freedom speech right now or anything like that. I'm not drunk enough to do that. You know, we'll have to save that for the live when we get out to Rodeo Drive. But in all honesty, man, you know, look at the situation for what it is. And I want you all to vote in the chat. Do you guys agree? Do you guys agree with Jay Prince about Wack 100? Personally, I think this is the last straw. You know what I mean? For Wack 100 to be in a business dealing with the Hoover family, but Wack denies it. Wack is denying this 100%. We're going to get into it. Wack says it's an interview, it's not the life rights. You're tripping out. You're tripping out. Upstate New York says, Mikey, how does jailhouse interviews during this bid help his freedom? Well, you got to understand, man. This is actually Jay Prince speaking on Larry Hoover's defense. But also, we've seen a number of artists get interviews while they've been locked up, dating back to Tupac. I interviewed Capone from CNN. He had actually did an interview in the can. Shine did an interview in the can as well. You know what I mean? A lot of people have actually done interviews while they were locked up, you guys. So how could it really hurt him? How could it really hurt him? I mean, shit, it could hurt him. It could hurt him because he could say some information that's potentially damning. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think it's more so, and this is just me speaking from reading the information that's in front of my eyes. I kind of think it's more so Jay Prince and the family of Larry Hoover want that interview in their possession for whatever they can use in the future to help him. You know what I mean? Or whatever information that they have from him to document. If you have a loved one that's been locked up for a number of years, you know what I mean? If you have a loved one that's out of your eyesight, you're not getting video footage of them every day. You're not literally snapping video footage in your phone. You're not back in the 90s recording shit on a big video camera. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting all that. So why wouldn't the family want this in their possession? Wack 100 went on to say that they were offering him or them $20,000 for the information on Larry Hoover. Now, let's be real. Let's be real. If you go out and you do an interview with somebody that's that major, if you do enough of the interview, why would you sell that interview back to them for $20,000 when you can sell it to Netflix for $1.2 million? It just doesn't make any sense. You're sitting on a gold mine at that point. This whole thing of who recorded the interview, who owns the interview. Wack 100, as you guys will hear in a few minutes when we get into it, he said that this woman who went to interview Larry Hoover had to get access from the president, presidential access to actually interview Larry Hoover. Who the hell in their right mind, and this is no disrespect to Jay Prince, you know what I mean? But if you're the owner of that content, who would sell that content for $20,000? It would have to be somebody that was really hard pressed for some cash, to sell something that is legitimately worth 50 times, maybe more that amount. Like, it really doesn't make sense. Let me see. Someone asked me the highest percentage I've smoked, probably about 31%. But that's when we're talking about pure marijuana. You know what I mean? That's when we're talking about buds. Now, if we're talking about wax and stuff like that, I'm sure I've smoked some high grade wax. You know what I mean? I'm sure we've smoked some high grade wax that actually test over the 80, maybe into the 90s of percent. But I'm not a big wax guy, man. Yeah, Case G. I have felt that way as well. You know what I mean? The ways that because case in point, Bernie Hanna, the Bernie Hanna butter that I got, I bought an eighth of that instead of a quarter because the quarter was 18%, right? The eighth was 22%. Next week, the eighth is 16%. What's up with that? Yeah, Dark Low is in mass, big facts. Everybody that wants to write Dark Low, the information is pinned above in the chat. I know there's people hitting me up about Dark Low. You guys hit me up literally every day. You know what I mean? I don't take it as any way. I don't take it in any way. The the information to write Dark Low is there now, you guys. My guy Iceberg was telling me, shit, Dark Low was telling me how important the mail is when it comes to being incarcerated. You know, Lowe was going over it in the interview that I might re-release. Lowe was going over it in the interview about how at one point he was locked up and he did not have any jail mail. You know, he didn't get any mail in jail at some point. You know what I'm saying? But when Dark Lowe got locked up this past time, mail was coming through. Mail was there. You know, he legitimately saw how he impacted so many lives out there just through music. Just through music, you guys. Oh, where the Red Bull? Where the Red Bull? You know the Red Bull's on deck, bro. Wow. Yep. Yo, Upstate, we're about to go over all the information that Wack said about Jay Prince as well in just a second. Philly smoking on that Zaza. Jay Chillin says he got that lemon cake batter. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Share this video, you guys. Share this video, you guys. Maybe we'll go over the text. Maybe we'll go over the text tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But right now, we're going to go over what each man said about the situation. So Jay Prince went on. So if it's one thing this Wack dude is telling the truth about, it's that I don't mess with him. When I was in LA talking to this lying ass guy, never once did he take the position that he was partners in the theft of the Hoover families, like he's doing on that rehearsed conversation with these clowns, with the clowns. Now, what's he trying? Now, what's he not trying? The truth is why. The truth is why. Jay Prince then said, there is a woman by the name of Karen Chapman that was entrusted by the Hoover family to interview Larry Hoover. Now, this is the key details of it. This is really the meat and potatoes of this situation. This is where it all got started. The fact that the Hoover family entrusted a woman to actually interview Larry while he was incarcerated. Now, this was with the understanding, Jay Prince said, this was with the understanding that the Hoover family would be getting the interview back. This was with the understanding of bringing the interview back to the family. She decided, from what Jay Prince is saying, she decided to, where am I right here? I'm sorry, guys. Yep, she decided to run off with the interview and fake a fraud contract claiming Larry Hoover signed off all his rights away for nothing. Now, this is where it's getting a little touchy because Wack 100 says we're not talking about his life rights. We're talking about the interview. We're not talking about his life rights. We're talking about the interview. Jay Prince has it twisted because Jay Prince is here saying, claiming Larry Hoover signed all his rights away for nothing. Now, Jay Prince has it a little twisted, you guys. He has it a little twisted because Wack is saying we don't have the rights to his life. We have the rights to the interview. Now, if we look at how DJ Vlad does his interviews, you could damn near make a documentary out of those interviews. Let's be 100% real. If you listen to my interview with 10 Toes Down, you could damn near make a documentary out of that interview. So that's where this whole thing gets a little fuzzy, you know, because Wack is going to contend that they're not claiming to have the rights of his story. When we do interviews, I do interviews. When we do interviews, we cover a portion of the story, if not the whole story, based on our interpretation. That's what we're doing when we do interviews. This interview that this woman got, that Wack 100 is now apparently shopping, I would have to say. That's his point. He manages shit. You know what I mean? Wack 100 manages shit. You know, now he's shopping this Larry Hoover interview that could potentially be a documentary, you guys. That's where all these problems are coming from. The fact that this woman's 60 minutes or her 90 minutes, whatever she's got, she is able to use that in her own form. And Wack has all the connections. I mean, this is a guy that literally shopped the Suge Knight story. He shopped the Suge Knight story and allegedly got $30 million for it. Who the hell could shop the Suge Knight story after we've already seen Dr. Dre and Tupac and Snoop's story already told? Who wants to see the story about the fourth guy in the group? It usually doesn't happen. I'm just being real. If I'm being too real for you guys can go tune into the other YouTubers, man. But I'm keeping it hip hop on this channel. I'm not bringing it to any other element besides hip hop, man. We talk about hip hop over here, not an Illuminati conspiracy theory. We're talking about the real facts of hip hop. What's going on in the chat, though? Big Dog, what's popping with you, man? What's popping with you? Where you at, 700? What's going on? Hell yeah, CEO. No, I had mentioned that would be dope to link up with Adam 22 as well. You know, I feel like a brand like me doing some no jumper style interviews, me going out to California could take my shit to the whole next level. You know what I mean? At this point in time, I'm just waiting to take my shit to the next level. You know what I mean? But until I do that, I'm completely fine here doing the independent grind, jumping on here. You know what I'm like? I'm Max B in these streets. I know Jim is over there. I know Jewels and Cam is over there and shit. But we good over here. You know what I mean? We good over here. We telling the truth over here, and we really putting out real news over here. I don't jump on all the Jerry Springer shit just to get a hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't jump on the Jerry Springer shit just to get a hit. I made my career off of doing constant shit. And that's just realness that I'm talking, you guys. What's up, Omar? Appreciate you for talking, man. Appreciate you for tapping in. Thugs and Roses, what's going on? Mikey T versus the Fraudsters. Mikey T versus the Fraudsters. You know who it is? It's the Fraudsters. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Love from the 520. Major salute, James Brown. I appreciate you for tapping in. We got a lot to cover here, though. You know, so let's get into it. Jay Prince went on. He said, Larry Hoover is far from a dummy. Now, this is in consideration to him, quote unquote, signing over his rights. You know what I mean? There's a big difference when it comes to signing over your rights for an exclusive interview. You know what I mean? And signing over your rights for a documentary or a film or anything like that. In all honesty, I don't agree with the whole signing over your rights for an interview. You know what I mean? A lot of times people will get annoyed when you hit them up afterwards. You know what I mean? When you hit people up afterwards from doing a live. You know what I'm saying? When you hit people up afterwards and you're like, yo, I got this piece of the interview to show you. It's like, bro, I know what I said in the interview. I know what I said in the interview. And by the way, my bro Hollow the Don just hit me up. We're probably going to have Hollow the Don tap in on one of these lives in the near future. So make sure you never miss one of my live videos. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel. I'm not going to hit Hollow up right now unless somebody sends in like $100 super chat. I'll text Hollow right now. I'll be like, yo, Hollow. You know what I'm saying? Or if I get like if y'all share this video and we get like 500 people in here, I'll send this video to Hollow right now. But I am going to have Hollow on the channel in the near future. Yo, what's up? What's up, Andrew? All the way from London, baby. 5:07 a.m. in London. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. He's in London. He wants to watch Mike T and ball. That's right. LOM, loyalty over money. Major salute to Hollow for hitting me up the other day. basically checking on me, making sure everything was good. He's like, yo, Mikey T, I know I'm mad late, bro. Damn, man. Yeah, man, I really appreciate Hollow the Don for hitting me up. That right there showed me some real shit. Far Rock, major salute to Far Rock. Yes, sir. So everybody share this video. We get 300 people in here. I'll send this link to Hollow. I don't give a damn what time it is. Hollow can hit me up tomorrow and be like, yo, Mikey T, you done hit me up too late. I'll be like, yo, man, we doing some shit on the internet, man. This is how we do. This is how we do. I don't want to hear that shit about we is up too late. We're never up too late. We're never up too late, man. We're doing this shit till our paper's straight, as Troy Ave says. What does Troy Ave say? That shit about our paper straight or something like that? But yeah, let's get back into it here, man. So he said, I've been around a long time. Hold on, well, let me go into this. So Jay Prince said that Larry Hoover is far from being a dummy. So for Wack and Karen to be taking the position of disrespecting the Hoover family by attempting to sell Larry Hoover's likeness without the family's permission is a mistake for whomever considers buying it. You know, Jay Prince is obviously taking this the way that I didn't think it was, or the way that Wack is explaining it to be. You know, Jay Prince is taking it as though they are going to, well, let me be real. When you have an interview that's that exclusive, you can pretty much, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Honestly, you can pretty much take your interview, and nowadays you can have like the interview documentary style with actors live acting it out. You know what I mean? So there's just multiple things that Whack 100 and the woman who did the interview could put together based on what they've got. Now, that's going to come with bread. You know what I mean? That's going to come with a bunch of money. That's going to come with a bunch of, different people putting up budgets for the project. Looking at the situation, Larry Hoover's people are like, yo, if we did something that results in a project getting created, we want to be compensated, right? so so he's like, um he said that Wack and Karen to be taking the position of disrespecting the Hoover family by attempting to sell the Larry Hoover likeness without the family's permission is a mistake for whomever considers buying it. He also said, I've been around a long time and I know when someone is trying to set me up with police. Conversations. So I won't lip wrestle with you on Clubhouse. This is obviously directed right towards Wack 100. You know what I mean? Jay Prince making it clearly known that he is not going to be on Clubhouse doing what a lot of the other people. I did an interview with Ten Toes. He spoke on getting on Clubhouse with Wack 100. You know what I mean? He legitimately spoke on getting on Clubhouse with Wack 100. He actually touched on that and he explained what Clubhouse was like to me. I'm going to put it out in the next few days, you guys. He said Clubhouse was like the shoe. You know what I mean? He said Clubhouse was like the shoe for everybody out there watching this video, man. And I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We got the livest audience on YouTube. You guys. Jay Real. Yeah. Yeah. He said he knows a police conversation when he hears one. Jay Prince is hilarious when he said that. Jay Prince is seriously hilarious when he said that, man. Like laugh out loud funny right there. Let me find that quote. Where was I? So he said, I've been around for a long time, and I know when someone is trying to set me up with the police conversations. So I won't lip wrestle with you on Clubhouse. Wack 100 knows the game. You know what I mean? Wack 100 knows the game when it comes to these guys. I mean, Jay Prince knows the game when it comes to Wack 100. Upstate New York says, who has morals in Hollywood? They have money. Yep. Yep. Very big statement right there. Upstate New York. Very big statement right there. Uh, mm. Omar putting out a good point. Something I thought of as well, but in no way, Omar, does this help Whack 100. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, like in all honesty, man, this makes Whack 100 look even worse from going to that situation with Hassan Campbell, Nipsey Hussle, Ab 22, you know what I mean? Freaking academics, even calling him a square, saying he's got the squeeze on Drink Champs, $1 million worth of game. Like you've done alienated everybody who believed in you, but doesn't seem like him and Jay Prince ever really got along together at all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in here, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe right now. I need y'all to make sure you guys subscribe right now. You don't want to ever miss one of my live videos, you guys. You don't know who's going to pop in. You don't know who's going to pop in. You don't know what's going to be said. Anything can be said. Any super chat can come in at any time and I'll address any topic. That's the real. But yeah, this whole Jay Prince situation took me by storm. It took me by storm because we didn't know about it. We didn't know that Wack 100 was working with somebody who actually went and interviewed Larry Hoover. But Wack 100 has talked about the fact that he was, he had the opportunity with those people who were going to do the Suge Knight movie. They were pretty much like, yo, Wack 100, we're not going to move on the Suge Knight movie. We're not doing the Suge Knight movie, Wack 100. But in all honesty, if you have something else, bring it to the table. You know what I mean? If you have something else, bring that shit to the table. And where are we today, you guys? Where are we today? Wack 100 talking about the fact that he had somebody who interviewed Larry Hoover. I'm not sure if he initially got her to interview Larry Hoover, if he came in after the fact. I'm not capping with what I know, but it's got to be one or the other, right? But they went in and Wack 100 said they needed that presidential push. They needed the presidential push for this woman to even get an interview with Larry Hoover. We're about to get into all that. Vertical video, what are you talking about, bro? I couldn't read your statement properly. Yo, Philadelphia Eagles on that white runts. What's popping with you, man? What's popping with you, Bobby Cabin? What's going on, man? Another person that we're going to be having on the channel very soon, Cuban Link, you guys. Cuban Link. Yeah, we got a lot of people popping up on the show, you guys. I'm not trying to run out everybody that I'm going to be doing videos with. You know what I mean? We all come on here and we have great conversation with or without a guest. And that's the number one thing. You know what I mean? That's what we're building on. You know what I'm saying? The fact that in the future, we're going to be able to have the who's who of hip hop on here. That's not something that we're getting all hyped about and, getting all crazy about. We are focused on the content that we're doing right now and building with one another, period. Jay Real. I got to ask you, Jay Real, who was Suge Knight 2.0 and 3.0? Because he says, is Wack trying to be Suge Knight 4.0? Is Wack 100 trying to be Suge Knight 4.0? Let me see what the chat is saying about the last video. I want to ask y'all in the chat. I want to ask you guys in the chat if Wack 100 will ever live up to Suge Knight's reputation. I'm not sure where Cuban stays, Thugs and Roses. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure where he stays. But yeah, I can't say if we're gonna do a live video interview or I'd rather just do a live stream. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Because I'd done an interview with Cuban Link before. And, just getting the opportunity to meet him early on in my career, probably I'm talking like 2010. The fact that I got to meet him early in my career was pretty lit. And that's why I'm saying I want to have him back for a full-on interview because we linked and we probably did like a 20-minute interview. But where I am now, I want to have him come through and I want to talk about all the real shit. Omar says a little bit of Suge and Tupac at the same time. Everybody vote in the poll right now. Do you guys think that Wack Will 100 will reach Suge Knight levels? I want to know what you guys think in the chat right now. He's got a couple artists. We've seen him dodge a couple artists as well. I don't know why, but I was really hoping he would have took Mimo 600 to the next level. It would have been great to see him venture off and work with an artist from Chicago. That's just my own personal thoughts, though. You know what I mean? I thought they could have made some bread together. But shit, even Hassan Campbell said that he could have made $10 million with Wack 100. So money isn't something that really moved Wack. It doesn't seem. Even, now that he's got it, it doesn't seem like money really moves him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Omar says that Suge took care of Big U and Wack. Yo, Omar, I appreciate you being in the chat, man. Really dope to have somebody who, has some information in the chat to add to the conversation like that. And I'd be seeing you tap in here from time to time. Mars, my man Mars says, absolutely no. Absolutely no. I got to agree with you, man. Wack 100 really hasn't taken on any artists that have really emerged to another level. I mean, we saw what he's done with Blue. I mean, I've just heard of Savvy. We saw nothing really came of his relationship with Stitches. The whole 6ix9ine affiliation. You know what I mean? The whole 6ix9ine affiliation. It's like, what's really coming of it at this point? The most money I could see Wack 100 making with it is based on the shows, because the album sales really aren't going to be all that much. I mean, I don't know what 6ix9ine's record is. If anybody in the chat could find out how many of 6ix9ine's recent records, from Gooba to Trolls to Zaza to Tutu, how many of those records went gold or platinum? You know what I mean? When I ask that question, I'm pretty much asking, what is the point of being affiliated with these records if they're not actually moving 100 or 500,000 units? Where are you really getting any bread? The most bread I see Wack getting out of 6ix9ine is with the shows, with the collaborations. Jared, how do you not know any of these talented artists? I highly doubt you don't know any of these talented artists. You've got to know about Little Durk. Little Durk came onto the scene back in like 2013, alongside Chief Keef. You've got to know about some of these rappers like NBA Youngboy, who's just been grinding on the scene. You know what I mean? Grinding until he made an impact. You've got to know about some of these guys who have failed in the game, like Panda, Designer, or you got to know about Future, or you might have saw the headline about Young Thug, a guy who was supposedly running the game, or you might have saw a hashtag free Bobby Shmurda or a hashtag free Max B. Some of these guys you got to know about, man. Some of these guys. Bet you knew about all those guys I just said. You see. Detail. Gonna have to read Details comments, you know what I mean? Because he just keeps it real in the chat. Appreciate you for being in here, bro. He said, let's be honest. Who liked Blueface and could listen to him for more than 2 songs at a time? Yeah, Blueface pretty much got on with the one single, and he was never able to follow it up. What Adam Street says, what's up with Dark Low right now? For everybody that is interested in writing Dark Low, his information is pinned up right now, so y'all can send Dark Low a letter if you're interested in doing so. I want everybody to show Dark Low some love. I don't expect anybody in here to not know about Dark Low. You know what I mean? AR Rabs associate, AR Rabs artist, Dark Low. So I need everybody to tap in. Need everybody to send Dark Low some love. I'm sure he would love to get it. I'm sure he'll write you back as well. Low wrote me back a few different times. That's just the way that he's actually interested in, getting in conversation with people. I had done the texting back and forth with Ab through the devices. They have the devices and shit. For some reason, I'd be feeling like they'd be watching World Star or YouTube or something in there too. But they got to do it at intervals. They only get a certain amount of time or something. I don't really know. You know what I mean? I don't really know, to be 100% honest with you. Shout out to Dark Low. Major salute, Dark Low. He had just put out that Extreme Measures with Havoc before he got locked up. ESTG is fuego right now. Like I said, bro. Like I said at the beginning of this stream, or maybe it was my stream a little bit earlier today, but Jay Chillin, but Yo Gotti has the label right now, you guys. CMG is the label right now, period. So if anybody wants to write Dark Low, that information will be up. Well, yeah, that's right. I got to post that shit. I did an interview, Elite. I did an interview with 10 Toes Down. So far, I've put out 2 pieces of it. Hassan Campbell was on Fordham Road, so I had to ask 10 Toes Down about it. I really didn't have anybody else to ask about it. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, like, I didn't have anybody else to really ask about it. So I did an interview with 10 Toes Down, and he basically broke it down to me. You know what I mean? The do's and the don'ts of Fordham Road. So you guys need to check that out. But he also, 10 Toes Down, also revealed to me that he was supposed to have a podcast with Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell, 10 Toes Down, and Cyanetta. If you guys remember Cyanetta from back in the day and shit. I'm not too familiar. I'm sorry, Cyanetta. You know what I'm saying? If you ever want to come on the channel, Cyanetta, hit me up on the DM on Instagram. Hit me up on there and shit. My bad. Just being real, though. I ain't nothing else but real on my channel, you guys. Some of these other guys, they might be lying about where they live. You know what I'm saying? They might be filming when they go to their friend's house. Some of these other guys might not necessarily know how to talk about all the content. So that makes them talking about cheese and cracker sandwiches and shit by the end of their stream. But we talk about the real shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Yep, detail, that's facts. Annie just picked up Mozzie, which is how does everybody in the chat, if you guys want to leave a comment, there's 150 of us in here right now. If anybody wants to leave a little comment, you guys, how do you all feel about the Mozzie signing? You know what I mean? I do know ESTG and 42 Doug put out a project together. It didn't do overwhelming numbers. It was more around the numbers of the NBA Youngboy and DaBaby project, oddly enough. But how do y'all feel about that, man? How do you guys feel about Mozzie signing? I think this is a great signing for Yo Gotti. I think this gives a chance for Mozzie to elevate himself. The first time I really caught wind of Mozzie is when Sue Surf put me on to him. When I was doing an interview with Sue Surf, Surf had let me know about him. Dude. Let me get that going. Oh, damn, my bad. Yeah, Mozzie's dope. Mozzie is for sure dope. But the thing is, he's dope on a like a street level. You know what I mean? He's like really dope when it comes to that. You know what I mean? That hard music that you like listening to. But I'm hoping that he can make a transition over and get some music that's pop friendly and shit like that. I'm not saying make so seductive like Tony Yayo. That's not what I'm saying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not actually saying to do that, but let's hear some music from him with 42 Doug. You know what I mean? Let's hear some of that dope ass music. Let's hear maybe he should work with Lunch Money Lewis. That's an artist that Yo Gotti worked with on Lifestyle. I don't know if you guys remember that Yo Gotti song Lifestyle. Lunch Money Lewis actually did the hook on that. Mars says it's a good move for Mozzie personally, but I think he has a real fan base on his own. But this is just my opinion. Yeah, Mars, he does have a real fan base on his own, but that helps a lot when it comes to signing with a major. Look at 50 Cent, for example. They said they moved 400, 500,000 copies of Guess Who's Back, and that was on a street level. And then when he signed with M and Dre, they added on top of that, that industry buzz. Mozzie could do some dope work with all the CMG artists, man. Like I was just saying, 42 Doug, Moneybag Yo is an obvious, Moneybag Yo is an obvious. Deet Sale says, I think Gotti will transition him into a little bit more mainstream. But we got to get into Wack 100's response, you guys. Because Wack 100 actually responded to what Jay Prince said. Jay Prince, so let me see. So Jay Prince said here, what I don't know. Okay, he said, I've been around a long time and I know when someone is trying to set me up with police conversations. So I won't lip wrestle with you on Clubhouse, but I'll tell you what. I don't know if you were violated on the block or what, but all that snake jealousy and hate shit you have in your heart, bring that to Dr. Prince. I had to rewind that too. I'm like, who did he just say? Doctor who? And I was like, oh, Dr. Prince. Jay Prince, obviously. Dr. Prince. When he was getting into that, I thought he was really going to pull a Mikey T. You know what I mean? I really thought he was about to be like, jealousy and hate and shit in your heart. Bring that to Mari. You know what I mean? What I've been saying lately, how like I'm always like, yo, man, you need to bring that crazy gossip shit to Mari, y'all. I'm not really about that shit, man. I really am about actually, just doing the standard content. Y'all want to be announcing who the father is and all that shit. You know what I mean? Y'all want to be announcing that shit. Me, I just want to talk about the hip hop shit on the real. But, anyways, Jay Prince had a message. He said, let me send a message to the homies in LA and around the world. And best believe Wack 100 responded to this message. Jay Prince is like, let me send a message to the homies in LA and around the world. All money is not good money. And a dude that would kiss a rat in the mouth for any amount of money is capable of anything. Listen to that right there, you guys. Jay Prince taking clear shots at Wack 100 over 6'9", you guys. He said, all money is not good money. And a dude that would kiss a rat in the mouth for any amount of money is capable of anything. Like sending you on a mission to laugh at you. Read the wisdom between the lines and don't follow this clown. This is the second major individual in a short week that has called out Wack 100. You can say what you want about Hassan Campbell, but the man commands 10,000 live viewers plus on YouTube. He is a major individual. He is bringing the East Coast back. I'm a part of the East Coast. I'm a part of the East Coast. Let anybody try to say I'm not. I'm a part of what he's talking about. This is the resurgence of the East Coast. You know, when everybody was saying the West had their chance in the beginning, when the West was dominating, and then the East Coast had it, the West took it, and then the South took it. Right now is the resurgence of the East Coast, you guys. I'm a part of that shit. I second that. The East Coast is coming back. Salute to Nikki, salute to French, but really salute to the ones that really stayed and banged in the paint. The Jadas, the Styles, the Fabs. Rest in peace, Pop Smoke, all these guys that came in and really put in work to make New York have a real foundation, to make New Jersey, Philly, all of the states around here that make up the East Coast, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Millies, everybody doing their thing. Even the homie just got signed to Rick Ross from Mass. We're doing our thing right now, you guys. It's the East Coast resurgence. But we're going to be a little bit cooler this time. We're not going to be so cocky this time around. So it's going to be love to all the coast. So if anybody here isn't necessarily from the East Coast, just know that it's all love. We just lost a lot of live viewers because of that. Griselda, major salute. Killer Demo says, I bumped Mace heavy as a youngster. East Coast. I like that hashtag East Coast. Yep. Dante's right. That's why I say that, man. You know, we can't really be like that to the other coast. You can't be acting like you're bigger than the other coast. You know what I mean? You just got to embrace the other coast. You know what I mean? That's why what French and what, you know, Nicki and what, you know what I mean? Gucci Man and Lil Wayne embracing Nicki and shit like that. M and Dre embracing 50. You know what I mean? All these different things, all these different groups and shit. Look at it, man. Look at it. You really do got to embrace the other coasts. But we're going to keep it real. We got to keep it real to who we are. You know what I mean? It's dope actually going out to these other coasts and picking up some of their culture. A lot of you guys might not know, yeah, I'm from Connecticut, but I lived in Miami for 5 years. You know what I mean? A lot of people thought, oh, Mikey T's from Philly, finding out I'm from Connecticut, but they didn't really know that I lived in Miami for 5 years. You know what I mean? It's like Meek said, there's levels to this shit, you guys. Yeah, man, we get deep on this channel too, Elgin. You know we get deep on this channel, bro. You know we get deep. We don't just got the news. We get deep on this channel, man, because why? This is the most interactive live YouTube podcast, you guys. I ain't even lying, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. What up, Buzz? What's popping with you, bro? Major salute, Belicio, my guy right there, tapped in again. I'm glad you subscribed to the channel, my dude. If anybody in here is not subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss one of these videos, you guys. I be going live 10:30 at night. I let the big dogs do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Let the big dogs do their thing. And then Mikey T comes out. And like Gilly says, you guys can get right under this wing. You know what I mean? Here's the wing, y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fly up into these award shows. Let's go, y'all. Right there. There's the wing. Let's go. I can do it with all of y'all. As long as I got y'all having my back, we can do this. We're going to take over the whole industry, period. They're scared of what we're doing. They're legitimately scared of what we're doing. We're popping up every time they turn pages. But I've been making sure of that for 10 years. Yo, bro, we like Mace. What up? Jeremy, New Jersey's in the building. Major salute. So it looks like we got to get into Wack's response. Because Wack replied to this whole thing Jay Prince said, you guys. Looks like we got to get into Wack 100's response. Wack was asked if he heard the audio. He was asked if he heard the audio of Jay Prince. Apparently, Wack hasn't heard it. Apparently, Wack didn't hear it because Wack was like, Jay Prince, what did he said? What is he mad about now. So he's asking, what is Jay Prince mad about now? Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy that Wack 100 just already assumes that another person is mad at him. You know what I mean? Legitimately, you guys, we all know we've been covering this for the last week. Legitimately, Jay Prince never came up in any of these conversations. You know what I mean? Jay Prince was never mentioned in any of these conversations. So for Wack 100 to hear Jay Prince's name, and then they're like, and then he's like, oh, what's he mad about now? What's he mad about now? He's usually mad at me. Whenever he mentions my name, he's usually saying about how I'm a troll or da 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 da. So what's he mad about me now? Millie, Dark Low's information to write him is pinned up, bro. If you want the information to write Dark Low, it's pinned up. Anybody in here right now, that shit's pinned up. Buzz, what you saying, bro? The energy follow, dude. Who are you talking about, bro? Kind of form it so I can read it and reply to the question, but I appreciate you adding to the conversation. Elgin says most of my people live in LA. That's what's up. So you be out there, Elgin? Are you from California, actually? Detail says that's what fuels Wack 100. Yup. People bringing the narrative, people telling him about what's going on. That's what fuels him. You know, that's what I believe Hassan has said. That's what, academics has said. And that's what's pretty evident when we hear him on Clubhouse. It's the conversations that other people are having that he chimes in, and those conversations turn into sound bites. It's not necessarily him coming in and starting the conversation. Although from a earlier conversation he was having, it seemed like he was like, yo, why isn't all the news posted? Like he was yelling at his co-host, and he was like, why isn't all the news posted, you guys? What was the news about? Was it the Will and Jada news? Was it the Will and Chris Rock news? I don't remember what it was exactly. It was some news, and he was like, why isn't that shit posted? And they're all in the West Coast, and I woke up and I heard them on the 100 show, and it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock when I'm listening. So it's like 7 o'clock on, or maybe it was a little bit later. Maybe it was 12. So it was like 9 o'clock on the West Coast. And Wack was just flipping out about the fact that they didn't have the news posted like at 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. In all honesty, man, that's when your day begins at 6 o'clock. And like your day literally begins 6 hours before that. Like that's when the first hours of the day begins, man. So we're right on point here. We're 40. Look at the clock. If you're on the East Coast, we're literally 42 minutes into the day right now. It's time to start getting to it. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, my parents, my grandparents, really, because your grandparents are old school with it. My parents will wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch the news. I'd be sleeping on the couch. My grandfather would get on the couch, turn on the television for, what was it, the 6 o'clock in the morning news or the 5 o'clock in the morning news. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? This man just woke me up. You know what I mean? I'm a little kid who's there on the weekend from the projects and shit. I'm like, this man just woke me up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Nah, but that shit you remember to this day, though. Because you know what I mean? That was like 20 years ago. Appreciate you, Millie. And if you wanted that information to write Dark Low, I don't know if you actually want to send him a letter, but he sent me a message by Instagram DM. So because I let him know, I was like, yo, the people need a way to write you low. And I didn't have the exact information to write him. I didn't want to assume anything, so people had wrote him and get a letter back. You know what I'm saying? But anybody out there that wants to write Dark Low, I've got the information pinned up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Dark Low will love to get a letter from everybody. And I'm sure he'll write you all back. Furthermore, you know what I mean? I'm sure Dark Low will write you back. So if you want to take the time and the consideration to write Dark Low, you can. And I appreciate you for still being tapped in as well. You know, hope you subscribe to the channel and add to the conversation if it's your cup of tea, if it's what you're into. So Wack replied. So Wack was told everything, that he had said about the contracts was a lie. They're saying that the woman took the footage from the interview and forged the info as far as the likeness. And Wack said, let me get this right. Wack is about to start telling a story, you guys. So get ready for a story. Hit, you know what I mean? Do your thing, pour your drinks. Wack is like, let me get this right. So the lady who went to the president of the United States to get clearance to get into the penitentiary with cameras. Wack is like, you shouldn't have done this, Jay Prince. You shouldn't have did this, Jay Prince, because you weren't a part of it back then. And now I got to flame you up. And now I got to flame you up. You guys hearing this? So Wack 100 is pretty much saying that when he or this woman actually got presidential clearance to go and interview Larry Hoover, Jay Prince wasn't really a part of it back then. They did this without his knowledge. Sometimes when an artist has clout, or when a figure, not even an artist, a public figure has clout and they are worth something, when their story or their likeness is going to be used to be profited off of, they want to be compensated. That is pretty evident. You know what I mean? Especially when you're using specifics and names, hell, you're going to be using the man's likeness and his whole, I'm pretty sure it had to be a video interview, right? Do you guys think it was a video interview, or do you guys think it was just audio? I'm trying to remember if I heard them say audio. If it's audio, we're talking a whole different thing. It's still good. Audio's still good. Audio can still be used, but video is really the thing to have, man. You know what I mean? But in all honesty, let's break it down. In all honesty, let's break it down. When somebody's getting an interview in jail, it's pretty much just going to be them with either a white or a gray or a black wall behind them. You know what I mean? So that's something that they can use to their advantage. They can be like, listen, there isn't even that much more. Like, we can go in there. We have a picture of him in there. It's just like the video, except it's not moving. So in all honesty, that's what they could easily use and say to any of these distributors. You know what I mean? I had mentioned Netflix earlier because exclusive material is exclusive material. But in reality, they should be informing the Hoover family. You know what I mean? If they're going to do something involved with their family member, then they should be involved 100%. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head how many times families aren't involved in shit like this. Oh shit, Robert Kennedy with a $10 super chat. Major salute to Robert. I really appreciate the $10 super chat. Hassan Campbell was saying that Wack was blackmailing everyone, squeezing, having them in his back pocket. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of shit that you don't really need to say. Like, if you've got somebody in your back pocket, you don't need to go around bragging to everybody about that. You know what I mean? How about you just put up the results? You know what I mean? You don't need to brag to Hassan Campbell. And I appreciate you, Robert. I appreciate everybody that sends a super chat. I will read your comments or your questions if you send in a super chat. I really appreciate it, you guys. But yeah, Hassan Campbell, he said Hassan Campbell was saying that Wack was blackmailing everyone. A lot of times you shouldn't be bragging about the shit you can do. You should really just do it. If you can get Hassan Campbell an interview with Adam 22, how about you just get it locked in and not say all that extra shit and then hit Hassan up and you say, Hassan, I got you an interview with Adam 22. I told you we working, baby. I told you we working. You know what I mean? You think Puff, you think Puff is doing all that extra shit behind Big's back in the day? Yo, man, I got McDonald's on the squeeze, baby. Listen, I'm going to call him right now. Yo, McDonald's, you got that $60,000 check for Big, right? Have it in the Whopper. Have it in the Whopper box. You heard that, Big? I got them. I got them in my back pocket. No, you don't. They just do it. They just do it. They don't brag about what they're going to do beforehand. Maybe I just used a bad example because Big and Puff are from the East Coast and shit, and that's how we kind of view things. I don't think that's I don't know. I just think that was not the right way to go about it when Wack 100 just tried to, put all these guys on blast that he was going to hook Hassan up with. How the hell is Hassan supposed to feel going there and doing an interview? How is he supposed to feel going there and doing an interview, you guys, knowing that Wack done told him this and that? Yo, man, this guy will do anything for me. You just ruined the credibility of the interview altogether. I don't want to do that knowing that you just got this guy on the lock and key. I want to do an interview with this guy because of the fact that he enjoys my material. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to link up with this dude because you got him in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to link up with him because you got him on squeeze. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go on Drink Champs. No disrespect, Nori. You're my dog. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go on Drink Champs because some dude is like, yo, man, Nori will do anything I say, man. I would rather have Nori and EFN want to reach out to me and actually do an interview with me, or Gilly and Wallow want to reach out with me and do an interview with me for their new show intros. I don't think anybody's talking about Gilly and Wallow's new show intros. Well, I'm wrong about that. Everybody's talking about that shit. I'm talking about it right now. Let me get the link for y'all. I want y'all to go tag Gilly and all them. It is the new IG for all them. The new bi-monthly show. New bi-monthly show. Definitely want to promote that for my guys, Gilly and Wallow. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, have somebody tell me like, yo, this guy, you know what I mean? Do the real manager thing, man. You don't need to cheapen. You're making your relationships look cheap. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, man, spoke with Adam 22 last week. Told him I was working with you, Hassan. He was like, oh, word? Hassan's got the internet on smash. That's how you break shit down. Then Hassan would have been like, yo, man, this dude's actually hitting me on some real shit. But no, you go and you tell him all this shit, making it look like he's got everybody on smash, everybody on squeeze, as they say. Everybody, like right under. It's not even the under the wing thing because that ain't the same thing. You know what I mean? You don't talk about people like that behind their back just to make yourself look good to other people. You can never address that. That can never be addressed because that's what, you know what I mean? That's the one part of this shit that can never be addressed. Yep, go follow that Gilly and Wallow new show. It's called Intros on YouTube, y'all. Dope ass new show, Gilly and Wallow. They got a new show. So Wack is like, let me get this right. So the lady who went to the president of the United States to get clearance to get into the penitentiary with cameras. Wack is trying to understand this. He's like, you shouldn't have did this, Jay, because you weren't a part of it back then. And now I gotta flame you up. Wack went on. Who else do you think? Who else do you think when you sitting in the pen and cameras is coming in to have to sign off by saying, you have to sign off by saying, I'm okay with being recorded before they bring him out. It's, if not, the pen is liable. Wack 100 is saying that it all had to be signed off on before he was brought out. Otherwise, the pen would be liable. What are you talking about? Wack explained, well, I got all the text messages. And apparently, these text messages have been revealed. He said, Wack was like, we're going to go viral with these text messages. Wack is all about going viral. Like I said a couple days ago, he's really trying to flip the script. No pun intended. Shout out to Queen's Flip. He's trying to flip the script right now, you guys, and make everybody forget about what Hassan just did. He can do it. He can do it. All he has to do is continuously release material, and he's trying to do that. Only problem is he's doing it on Clubhouse. He's giving it to other people. He's giving it to other people rather than focusing it in on his own podcast. Like he could have had a second, he could have had an episode in already on Hassan Campbell, like where he explained everything to the T, but he chose to do a different episode on the second. You know what I mean? He actually chose to do a different type of second episode, which was weird to me because it's like you just had it all right in your hand. You had it all right there in your hand when it came to the whole Hassan Campbell story. Everybody would have wanted your opinion on the Hassan Campbell story, but he really dropped the ball on that. And on his second episode, he explained the Cash Money West. It's like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking, Wack? He's obviously not thinking. I seen Steve Will Do It posting today that he needs somebody to create thumbnails or thumbnail titles and shit like that. And Wack obviously needs somebody to help him transition into podcasting because he's not listening to academics. If you tuned in last night, you would have heard that academics was actually concerned. If you tuned into my live stream last night, you would have actually heard that academics was concerned about Wack 100. And when academics showed concern, Wack called him a square, pretty much. So let me see here. Wack is like, well, I got all the text messages. It ain't my fault that I gave you some snippets and he never gave it to his son. When I got on the phone with his son, but when I saw you face to face, you was real nice. Rocky was there. You was real nice. Wack was told that he said you were a liar. You know what I mean? That's what one of the people in the clubhouse said. Wack said he ain't never seen the footage. Wack 100 put it out there that Jay Prince has never even seen this footage that we're talking about right now, you guys. He never even saw the footage. And like Wack said a little bit earlier, the girl who did the interview actually had to get very special clearance when it came to this footage. The girl had to get very special clearance when it came to this footage, you guys. And you know what? It seems to me that she may, but Jay Prince, on the other hand, is saying that the family had contacted this woman to do the interview, and then she backed out and ran off with the footage. So this is a really twisted up story, you guys. This is a really twisted up story, you guys, because of the fact that Wack 100 is basically denying here in a couple seconds. Let me see. He's denying the fact that they're, trying to, do his life story or anything like that. And yeah, sure. Why would they want to do Larry Hoover's life story? You know what I mean? Why would they want to do that? That is obviously going to be left to the family and the estate and everybody that is going to handle that. Larry Hoover himself. You know what I mean? Jay Prince said Larry Hoover's he's a smart guy. That's what he said. But if you actually go and film for an hour or however long with Larry Hoover, why wouldn't you, you know what I mean? Why wouldn't you use that footage to the best of your ability? And Jay Prince is just saying that Larry Hoover's family wants to be compensated. Larry Hoover wants to be compensated. Why wouldn't they want to be compensated when their shit is being used? We'll have to see what happens with the material. You know what I mean? Sometimes material can be worth nothing. Sometimes material can be worth $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if they actually make something of the material, I'm sure that they won't have an issue. Ricky Bobby, we've actually got Dark Low's information pinned up. If you want to write Dark Low, Ricky, I'm sure if they make a significant return, if a project gets put together on this, then they can have all different types of talk. You know what I mean? That they can have all different types of talk at that point. But obviously, not too much is happening with the footage right now. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, nothing too much is happening with the footage right now. So Wack said he ain't never seen the footage. So the dispute of the woman actually owning the footage was brought back up, and Wack said, "What you mean she was hired to get the footage? You are not recording nobody in a prison without signing off your content. Straight up ain't happening. Any of that at that point in time makes the prison liable. You know what's crazy? I gave him the contract on. What day was this? Because I got all the text. So Wack is about to start looking into his text messages. But let me just say right there, Wack's whole statement, it's like, what you mean she was hired to get the footage? Like Wack was questioning that. What do you mean she was hired to get the footage? A lot of times families will reach out to certain people that do interviews and they will hire them. They will actually hire them to come in and shoot the interview. It's as simple as that. Maybe Wack isn't aware of that because of the fact that when he said this, he really seemed like he was questioning. He was like, "What do you mean she was hired to get the footage?" This kind of seems like the same situation that Wack ran into with Suge Knight. You know, Wack is running around shopping Suge Knight's footage, right? Wack 100 is running around shopping Suge Knight's movie deal, saying, "Yo, man, I got Suge Knight. We can do the fourth Death Row style movie that's going to come." It's like, the fourth one, bro? How much money do you really expect us to make? But yeah, anyways, so Wack was shopping Suge Knight's project. He actually got a bite on it. Apparently, it was a $30 million bite. Kind of crazy. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy, in my opinion, to get a $30 million bite on the Suge Knight movie. But anyways, he said he got a $30 million bite on it, as well as a $250,000 incentive, $250,000 incentive to help get Suge Knight out of jail. You know? Damn, bro. I feel sorry for you, man. I feel sorry for you. Anyways, so Wack is like, this is where I dispute it, because Wack is like, what do you mean she was hired to get the footage? You are not recording nobody in a prison without signing off your consent. Straight up ain't happening. That has nothing to do, although that might be true, that you're signing off with the jail and getting the footage recorded or on audio or video, that has nothing to do with the fact that who's going in there to do the interview, why they're going in there, what incentive they have for going in there, if they were paid $1,000 to go in there and record. None of that has anything to do with the fact that you're signing off on an interview, while you're incarcerated. And this is what academics is talking about when he says that Wack 100 will say some stuff that doesn't even make any sense, and then he'll follow it up with an accurate statement that you just can't go against. Like, yes, that's true. You are gonna get assigned. You're gonna sign a waiver when you do an interview. I'm sure Max B and Capone and Tupac all signed waivers to when they went in jail. You know what I mean? To record the material. Does that have anything to do with the interviewer that was there? I remember when I got the call to go interview Prodigy in jail. My guy hit me up, one of Prodigy's friends. He was like, yo, you're going to roll in with me. I'm driving in to go see Prodigy, and I want you to interview him in jail. I'm like, yo, you think I can bring the camera in there? He's like, I don't know about the camera, but you can definitely, do an interview with him and write some of the shit down, or however we said we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Look at that situation. If you're going to go in there, I wasn't even going to get a video recorded, but if I was, I would have had to get some special consent. Look what Bangum Smurf did. I think it was Grind TV that went in there. You know what I mean? What you talking about, Dante? What up, bro? So listen. So Wack is like, I got all the texts. Wack is like, nobody is worried about that. You a little bitty dude. You're not going to do nothing. Your son actually got robbed 8 times in LA and you ain't did shit. He actually went in, you guys. I really can't believe he said some shit like that. I think 6ix9ine had said that he ran into Jay Prince's son in the sneaker store. Is that what the story was, you guys? And apparently they were cool at that moment. Now, they were asking Wack, they were like, you must know about the industry stories, the Jay Prince industry stories. And Wack is like, I don't know no industry stories, but what about the industry stories though? What about the industry stories though? What are they? Wack wanted to know some of the industry stories because I mean, shit, if you got Wack in there on Clubhouse, talking about every conversation that is relative to him, you know what I mean? If you got him in there talking about Jay Prince is dissing him or Hassan is dissing him or, whoever's dissing him, obviously he's going to want to hear a little bit of dirt. So they brought up one of the things, somebody had said in there, they're saying that he's a nicer version of Suge Knight. So that's what they're pretty much saying about Jay Prince, that he is a nicer version of Suge Knight, you guys. Wow. And I'm looking at the poll. Now before we get into Wack 100's reaction to being the nicer version of Suge Knight. That's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Rest in peace to Prodigy. Perk Gambit, appreciate you for tapping in tonight. That's love, bro. Definitely appreciate you tapping in all the way from St. Louis. Major salute. Major salute to you tapping in all the way from St. Louis, baby. Oh, shit. It looks like I got to roll something up again. Looks like I'm out of chronic right there. I think that this one's going to have some chronic in it. Looks like we're rolling up the daily special next, you guys. I'm going to ask y'all before we finish this up. Little intermission, you guys. I'm sorry. Little intermission. My bad, y'all. But you know what? If you're watching this live, you know we're having a great time. What's everybody blazing up, man? Let me know. What's everybody blazing up? Now, since I've read a little bit of this Wack 100 and Jay Prince situation, I want to know. Who do you guys believe? Who are you guys rocking with on this one? Is it Jay Prince or is it Wack 100? Because they're both bringing up different points. So I want to ask y'all in the community, who are you guys rocking with? Hell yeah, dude. Are you smoking on some wild lavender? Okay. All right, dude, you smoking on some wild lavender? What y'all blazing out there, man? Belizio Cool Blues? Is that a cigarette, bro? That's a cigarette, right? Okay. Cadillac, Gaddafi. We'll see about that, man. If he does, I'll let him pop in here. If he does, I'll let him pop in. I don't know if he will. He hasn't popped in a while, though. Hope everything's good with him, though. You know what I'm saying? Smoking on some E85. Damn, Daytran. E85 is gas. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a great Grandi Flori cookies brand right there. What's everybody in the chat blazing before we get back into this? Wack 100 is going to respond to Jay Prince being the quote unquote nicer version of Suge. Was that the quote? The nicer version of Suge Knight. As Shirley Jew from Vlad TV says, I am dead. I'm dead. The nicer version of Shirley Jew. That's hilarious. All right, so Thugs and Roses is blazing on that LA Kush cake. Let me see. We got Philly in here. What up, Rob? Cadillac Gaddafi, salute to you, bro. All Pro says, nice poll. Rocking with JP, though. I want everybody to vote in the poll right now. Who are you guys rocking with? I've read a couple portions of what they've said. We got through all of what Jay Prince said, and we're going through what Wack said now in response to that. But I have Darklow's information pinned up for everybody asking. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there asking Mikey T, how can I reach out to the brother Darklow? I've got the information pinned. They actually sent me that from his Instagram, so I know it's official. You know, that's why I wouldn't come on here and give you anything less than official. Okay, Taft says he's smoking on some cherry pie. Robert says he's smoking on some Gorilla Glue. Omar burned rubber. What the hell are you talking about, bro? Is that what's going on over there, man? I know some people be smoking on some weird strains, but burned rubber, really? Ice cream, Gorilla Cake. What up, Lean Breezy? Philadelphia Eagle. Yup, on that white runts. One of the best strains, man. I got some runts around here somewhere. I think I left it in the car, though. I think I actually left it in the car. Just because I was going, I told you I was going to check out that Doctor Strange movie, which was really actually, I'm not going to give my review on it unless 50 people comment on this video and say, Mikey T, we want your Doctor Strange movie review. If 50 people comment in the actual chat, not the chat, but the actual comment section, Mikey T, you got to review Doctor Strange, that's when I'll do it. And I'll bring my bro RBH on here to do it with me, because we're about to start doing a food show as well. That's right, you guys. We're about to start doing a food show. Some of the best food is actually in New Haven, Connecticut. I'm actually trying to get an episode together this week because I had a great idea of who could come on the show. But from Cookies, San Francisco, Omar. Damn, really? Burned rubber's an actual strain, bro? What up, Sonia? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Bobby, I don't believe you, man. There ain't no $5 a half ounce shit, bro. I'm just being real. Oh, Lean Breezy's asking me. Lean Breezy is asking me, who are you rocking with, Mikey T? You know, I've read some statements from both the guys. You know what I mean? I've heard some statements from both the guys. Hell yeah, Belicio. I'm smoking one for you right now, bro. We're about to twist up. You know, reading both of the statements from both of the guys, you know, we're just getting into Wax here. But Wack has a point, you know, this woman who interviewed Larry Hoover, if she got clearance from somebody as far up as the president and she didn't get, you know, the consent from the family, like if she just reached out and she didn't have something in written word with the family, then I think it's fair game, just to be real. I think it's fair game if she didn't have a prior relationship with the Hoover family. Now, from what Jay Prince is saying, the more likely, now this is the more likely. I was giving you guys the perception of where I would agree with Wack and this woman actually being able to run with the footage. If they had nothing to do with Jay Prince and the Hoover family, and they had to go as far as the president, that's their damn footage, man. Like, for crying out loud. But they got to throw back some shit to the Hoover family. They got to throw back some shit to Hoover himself, Larry himself. You know what I mean? That's only right based on the fact of what they can do with that footage. You know what I'm saying? Based on the fact of what they can do with that footage. Now, in Jay Prince's mind, or in Jay Prince's defense, when Jay Prince says that the woman was contacted in regard to doing the interview. The woman was contacted in regard to doing an interview, and they are the ones who sent her there. And then Jay Prince actually said she did the dash. She did the Roscoe dash on him. You know what I'm saying? She pulled that dash. She dashed up off with that footage and said, "See ya." She said, "Wiz, see ya." You know what I mean? If she did that, I mean, that's just absolutely wrong. You know what I mean? That's just taking a come up the wrong way, in a disrespectful way, in my opinion, as well. Especially when somebody puts you in a position. Now, what should have been done is, hey, I've got this guy who has a connection to ABC, whatever it is. If it's Amazon, if it's Netflix, if it's Hulu, you know what I mean? And we're going to get some distribution for this interview that we did, this 45-minute interview that they're going to stretch out, and they're going to turn it into a 90-minute a documentary that's actually, played out by live actors or something like that, whatever they ended up doing. And we're going to get $250,000 for doing it, for producing it. And hell, who knows? Maybe we could even turn it into something like what 50 Cent did for Big Meech. You know what I mean? Maybe we can even turn it into something like BMF. Let's think of the bigger picture, because if Wack 100 was able to get in the door with that type of material, there's no telling how much further he could have gotten. Liam says, not the Roscoe Dash. Yeah, they be dashing off, man. They be like, see ya. Got that industry check. See ya. Nah, I did an interview with Roscoe Dash. I can't stunt on Roscoe Dash. He's a good dude. He actually smoked one of the biggest joints with me in his hotel room. He was so lit at that point. We was smoking on the balcony though, but he was still walking inside with the joint too though. So I can't really stunt on Roscoe Dash because I smoked a big ass joint with Roscoe Dash and did an interview with him. I was just gonna say the Dash, and it just sounded too cool to put the Roscoe Dash in front of it. But sorry, guys, I'm just rolling up right now. Then we're going to get back and finish this off. I want y'all to vote in the poll. If you haven't voted on the poll, if y'all haven't voted in the poll, Belicio actually has a very good point here. He says Jay is smarter. Jay is a smarter Suge Knight, for the record. You know what I mean? Jay is a smarter. I'm on the platinum cookies mixed with the grape 8. Hell yeah, man. That sounds like a good combination, bro. That sounds like a good combination. Are you smoking them together? Sometimes when I got two different strands, just to give you an idea of the life of Mikey T, sometimes when I got two different strands, I don't just mix them. I'll roll up two different L's, and I'll be smoking one for a few minutes, and then I'll go over to the other one for a few minutes, just basically tasting, you know what I mean, getting all the flavors and shit like that. What up, Luke Isaac? Appreciate you for tapping in. I think this is the last time the first time I read one of your comments, bro, but I appreciate you tapping in. Luke says, my wifey had me blazing that blueberry smoking for the first time. Damn, man. Blueberry is one of my favorite weeds for sure. Not like blueberry pie. I don't want no blueberry pie. You know what I mean? Now that, what was that called? What was that cookie strand? Georgia pie. That was the best That was the best chronic right there. What up, Buckshot? Appreciate you tapping back in. We was live at 3 o'clock in the afternoon today, but this whole situation with Jay Prince and Wack 100, I needed to cover it tonight. Word, dude, you're gonna do that, bro? That's pretty much, when I got like say, like a couple different strains, which I usually do have a couple different strains, unless I just get all runts like I did the last week. So yeah, I haven't had two different strains for a minute because I did the runts last week. The week before that, I did the Valley Vixen, which was a sativa, which was cool. And before that, I did the sour diesel. I did a half of that. Well, earlier tonight I was smoking on the blue apricot, and right now I'm actually smoking on the daily special. So a piece fell. I already got it. All right, let me get back into this now that I got this L rolled. I feel like Soldier Boy on here rolling an L. Feel like Soldier Boy on here rolling an L. Oh yeah, I saw you say that. I saw you say that about the Bel Air Blue. Yeah, I got that Bel Air Blue, baby. I got that Bel Air Blue. I got that Bel Air Blue, baby. We waiting on the deal though, Bel Air. I'm waiting on the deal, to be honest with you. I've been waiting on this deal for Bel Air Blue to come in for a while now. You're like, Mikey T, you're gonna be waiting. Lean Breezy's funny. But let's get back into the news, yo. I was just telling the story how I used to get the blunts back in the day, yesterday. Definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in on this live tonight. One second. We're about to get into Rick Ross's. Sorry, somebody just said Rick Ross needs to cut the check in the chat. But we're about to get into Wack 100's response. We're about to get into more Wack 100's response, you guys. So let's see it here. So yeah, that's where we were. They said that dude was the nicer version of Suge. They said that Jay Prince is the nicer version of Suge. And that's what we're about to hear the response to. They say he's a nicer version of Suge. Wack is like, get out of here. We ain't going to talk about no nicer version of Suge. We ain't never jumped out of cars on Las Vegas Boulevard. I didn't really know where Wack was going with that. Iceberg, do you know where Wack was going with that, bro? What up, capital third letter C? Appreciate you for tapping in. Culver City, what up, Dormito? Culver City is in the house. Major salute to Culver City. Where is that, brother? Let me know what state that's in, man. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in. So Wack is like, get out of here. We ain't gonna talk about no nicer version of Suge. And then he started going a little bit wild. Anybody in the chat, what the hell was he talking about when Wack said, we ain't never jumped out of cars on Las Vegas Boulevard? The only thing I can imagine is that at one point in time, Wack 100 was jumping out of cars on Las Vegas Boulevard with Suge Knight. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that I can really picture is like they've actually had They've probably had multiple excursions where they were together, you know what I mean? Where they were actually together and they were, running around checking people. I mean, shit, we saw Suge Knight doing all that type of shit when he was running around with Cat Williams. You know what I mean? We saw it all. We saw all that shit, man. So why wouldn't it happen when Wack 100 had this dude around him? Why wouldn't it happen when Wack 100 had this dude around him that actually, you know what I mean? That actually was a tough guy. That would make Suge Knight feel more like a tough guy. Major salute to Mass in the building. Okay. Major salute. Dormido, Culver City, Los Angeles in the building. Hell yeah. I need everybody to vote in the chat. I want to know who y'all rocking with, man. Keep it real. Keep it 100 in the chat. Keep it 100 when you vote in the chat, you guys. Who y'all rocking with, Wack, or are you rocking with Jay Prince? We've heard a little bit of both of their sides of this story. They both seem to be at a point where they think they're right. You know what I mean? They're both really standing on these, they're standing on their stories. You know what I mean? Nobody's backing down. Why do I say that? Because yesterday we were talking about the fact that apparently Wack admitted to Gilly that he had started everything with my son. He did go back on that. But right now it seems like these guys are standing pretty tall on what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? Everybody vote in the chat right now if you haven't. Everybody vote in the chat in the poll if you haven't, y'all. So Wack said, "This is what's crazy. I just put him on the phone with the lady. He offered her 20,000. She said, 'What you mean you're going to give me 20,000?' Wack is like, 'Stop acting like you don't know what's going on. Look, November 21st. What's up with the lady's price?' Wack was pretty much reading a text that he apparently got on November 21st. What's up with the lady's price? Apparently, a text with Jay Prince where they were seemingly trying to buy this footage, which is what a lot of people will do. You know what I mean? When they don't want something seeing the light of day, they will buy the footage. They will take complete ownership of the footage. They will put it on the shelf. They will never, you know what I'm saying? They will put it on the shelf. So Wack is actually saying that. So Wack is like, this is what's crazy. I just put him on the phone with the lady. He offered her 20,000. She said, 'What you mean you're going to give me 20,000? Stop acting like you don't know what's going on. Look, November 21st, text message, Wack read, what's up with the lady's price?' So Wack said, this is where dude is getting it wrong. I just got a call yesterday from Larry Hoover's wife. Wanted to talk to me direct. November 21st. What's up with the latest price? That's what he told me. I said, I'll meet up with her Tuesday. I'm on the right side of the track. I stand with Ye. I'm on the right side of the track. I stand with Ye. Obviously, that's in reference to, you guys, that's in reference to, the free Larry Hoover concert that Kanye West and Drake did. The fact that Kanye West has a new song, Drillmatic, or a new song on Drillmatic called Easy with the Game. You know what I mean? That's why Wack 100 is actually going to stand with Ye on this one. But again, who wouldn't? You know what I mean? Wack is just trying to be real on this one. Who wouldn't, who would go against Larry Hoover? Like I said the other day, we haven't heard anything about Jay Prince or Larry Hoover through all of these situations. This is just popping up out the blue. This is new. You know what I mean? This is new in comparison to what we just saw with Hassan Campbell leaking all the different audio about podcasters, about rappers. You know what I mean? And now we have a new story to talk about. Wack is like, this is where dude is getting it wrong. I just got a call yesterday that Larry Hoover's wife wanted to talk to me direct. November 21st. What's up with the latest price? That's what he told me. I said I'll meet with her Tuesday. I'm on the right side of the track with Ye. Meaning, I guess if Larry Hoover wants that footage in possession of his family, in possession of his catalog, really, you know what I mean? Then the footage will have to be returned. And Wack 100 probably could facilitate that in a business agreement, probably where a percentage is made. Why not? If you're going to make a percentage off of the Netflix deal, the VH1 deal, whatever the deal ends up being, you know what I mean? If you're going to make a percentage off of that deal, you might as well make a percentage off of the deal when you sell it back. You know what I mean? When you just make a couple grand. So it's like a $10,000-$20,000 loss, but you still make a little something. November 22nd, Wack went on. And this is what I keep telling this weirdo. Hey, I just spoke with Miss Cooper, and she has a contract where the old man signed his rights to her before the contract you have. So let's get a fee for the footage. Hold on one second. Let me analyze that one a little bit more. She has a contract. I keep telling this weirdo, I just spoke with the woman, and she has a contract where the old man signed his rights to her before the contract you have. So let's figure. Okay, yep. So Wack was pretty much just saying, like, she has a contract, as he said earlier. They had signed off to get all the footage taken care of when she went to do the interview in jail. So let's try to get this woman a fee for the footage. Yes, very naturally. That's what would happen, you guys. What are you talking about, Mars? What are you talking about? The price that was offered, they're saying that she was offered $20,000. Maybe that wasn't the last price, but that is the only price that we know about. So he's like November 22nd, and this is where I keep telling this weirdo, hey, I just spoke with Miss Cooper, and she has a contract where the old man signed his rights to her, not, well, we're getting into in a second. He's rights to her before the contract you have. So let's figure out a fee for the footage, which is cool. You know what I mean? If somebody actually were to get paid for the footage, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But it probably really would work better if she's like, no, I'm the one who asked these interview questions. You're like, no, I got this interview. I'm the one who asked the questions. I'm the one who determined what questions were going to be asked. I want to remain as a producer or the executive producer on whatever this becomes. That's kind of how, like, I feel like anybody would look at it. So Wack said, and now I guess some of the text messages have been released. I may go over that tomorrow on a live video. Wack went on. He said, I'm fitting to screen record this shit. Jay Prince put it up. It's going to go viral. It's all of our text messages. Since I don't know what I'm talking about, hold on. Here go the thing. Yes, Miss Hoover definitely has the contract to his life rights. This isn't his life rights. This is footage of him recorded in a prison. It's not his life rights. Wack made it clear here. We don't have his life rights. Understand. You understand because after you said this, Wack 100 is not claiming to have the life rights to Larry Hoover. Those are probably some very expensive life rights. But Wack 100 is associated with the person who interviewed Larry Hoover. And you know what? They'll probably be damned if they don't own the rights to that interview. they're probably going to feel away if they own the rights to that interview, if they don't own the rights to that interview. And that's why they're willing to, go to this extent for it, you guys. Especially if she actually went and you know what I mean, actually had to get a presidential okay to go interview Larry Hoover. You know what I mean? I've had to go through some shit. You know what I mean? I've had to go through some shit actually to get interviews, but I've never had to go through, you know what I mean, any type of government officials to actually get an interview. So I got to commend her on going through all the you know what I mean, going through all the hoops of getting that interview, all the wait time. It really sucks having to wait a lot of the time for the interview, but at the end of the day, when you get to do something that major, it's really worth it. We saw Lil Meech for so many years posting and doing things for his career, and now he's been given the opportunity. You know what I mean? And now he's been given the opportunity by, of all people, 50 Cent, you guys. 50 Cent. But I mean, we really shouldn't be too surprised. 50 has always showed respect to the legends of the game, even dating back to when he did deals with Mace and Mobb Deep and MOP. You know what I mean? So we really should have expected something like this from 50 for him to dig into, some of that real rich history. But obviously it wasn't going to be 50 telling a lot of those Queens stories, you know what I mean? So he had to think outside the box. And I think he really got somebody that, pretty much the whole country was fixated on. He really made his, impact there. Now, Larry Hoover is another major name. Larry Hoover is another major name, you guys. Like, his story is majorly impactful. His story, I believe, will be played in the movie theaters one day. That's why they're taking this so serious. That's why they're actually making this a really serious thing. Mars, I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, because one side is saying one thing. Jay Prince is saying that she was hired. Jay Prince is saying that this woman was hired to do the interview, and then afterward she ran out. That's what Jay Prince is saying. Wack 100 is saying that this woman had to basically go through every single clearance in order to get that interview. Wack 100 is also saying that Jay Prince was not around. Let me see the direct quote here. If I got it right here, obviously. Wack is like before they bring him out, if not, he said they got to have him sign something before they bring him out. If not, the pen is liable. You shouldn't have did this, Jay Prince, because you weren't a part of it back then, and now I got to flame you up. You guys see that? You shouldn't have did this, Jay, because you weren't a part of it back then, and now I got to flame you up. So right there, that leads me to believe that Wack 100 is under the impression, you guys. Wack 100 is under the impression that Jay Prince had nothing to do with this situation. Sorry about that. Let me check this poll out. Wow. Everybody is overwhelmingly rocking Everybody is overwhelmingly rocking with Jay Prince, you guys. It's 85% for Jay Prince, and we've only got 15% for Wack 100, you guys. We've literally only got 15% for Wack 100. That's pretty crazy. That's really crazy to me, you guys. I actually can't believe we got that low in numbers, in between this vote. It really just shows how one-sided this thing is. A lot of people, I think there's no doubt that everybody agrees, whether they got the interview with the consent of Larry Hoover and his family or not, that they should be involved in the project no matter what. We've seen this type of shit happen with Tupac. You know what I mean? We've seen this type of shit happen in the past. At a certain point, you want certain people involved in the project. Um, in all honesty, I think it would be disrespectful if they didn't get the overall consent when they took this project where it needed to go. But that's the issue. They haven't taken this project where it needs to go. I think it's really in its infancy right now. They really haven't even had an opportunity to explore where this interview could actually go, what it could actually turn into. They're trying to just buy it back. You know what I mean? They're trying to get it back in their possession. And maybe the Larry Hoover family is actually putting together something on a much bigger scale that they want this to be a part of. You know what I mean? I'm not aware of that at the current time. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, it is something that could be rolling. Look at, like I'm saying, with the Big Meech situation and all these other different type of movies that have come out in the past, like Jamie Foxx even playing Tookie. You know what I'm saying? The Stan Tookie story. We got a lot of big actors on now. I think Jamie Foxx is actually attached to play Supreme if that ever happens. You know what I'm saying? It would be amazing. Just that's what the big point of this is. Larry Hoover's story is going to be told in dramatic fashion at some point, I assume. You know what I mean? They just want to make sure before all the side stories come out, which they could have here, they could have an amazing side story that could sell. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, we saw Suge Knight sell documentaries to it. What was that Suge Knight documentary on, you guys? Was that on Netflix or was that on Amazon Prime? But yeah, we've seen other rappers actually sell documentaries and shit like that. Mars says Jay Prince had Larry Hoover on the Ghetto Boys album back in the 90s, though. Real shit, Mars, real shit. I saw a couple people actually comment that, bro. I saw a couple people actually comment that, actually. But all right, I see everybody rocked out with this vote. If anybody, we just got another couple votes. If y'all want to vote right now, who y'all rocking with, Jay Prince or Wack 100? You guys can vote in the poll right now. I want everybody to put their vote in the poll right now. Make sure y'all get that vote in. If you can't see the poll, just make sure you refresh the page and it'll bring it right back up. Let me see how we're looking over here. Let me bring my Instagram up because I want y'all to follow me on the gram if you haven't. Anybody here that hasn't followed me on Instagram, make sure you follow me and also subscribe here. Also subscribe here on this YouTube channel so you never miss one of my live videos. Anybody out there that is interested in writing Dark Low, I've had his information pinned to the chat all night. I've had his information pinned to the chat all night. So if you're interested in writing Dark Low, write him right now, you guys. Literally, you guys can send out the mail tomorrow, or you can get your letters together and shit like that, man. You don't gotta rush it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you put a little bit of time into those. Write a little 1, 2, 3 page joint and send that in and really get your thoughts off, and he'll write you guys back. I have a couple letters from Dark Low. I think they're actually over there in my filing cabinet. You know what I'm saying? I think they're over there in my cabinet because, he actually was more into writing letters back and forth. But let me make sure that's pinned up. Yes, it is still pinned up. Charles Sally, I've got his number because that's one thing you need when you write somebody. You need their official number. And then I've got all the information as far as how you can write them. What do you think? What do you think, Dante? Truth be told, bro. I mean, we heard both sides of the story. We've heard both people involved with this story giving their narrative. You know what I mean? So now it's really just on the judgment. And it seems like the majority of the chat, it's 86% of the chat that agrees with Jay Prince in this situation. I'm not sure if that's what Wack 100 calls a popularity contest. As we've heard him say a few days ago when we were going over it, Wack 100 pretty much considered Wack pretty much considered the fact that people go in on some as snitches and not so much others is a popularity. It's an aspect of popularity. He's like, if certain people weren't as popular, you would out them as a snitch. It's pretty much what he was trying to say. But yeah, everybody who follows me on Instagram, I'm going to follow y'all back immediately. You got my word on that. Let me see. What is that? Belicio says it's apparent that Jay Prince has an authentic relationship with Larry Hoover. So why wouldn't he look out for him? Yeah. Yeah. If you hear through the grapevine, if you hear through the grapevine that a documentary or anything is being pitched, if you hear that all these ideas, movie ideas, docu-movie ideas are being pitched to networks about Larry Hoover, you're going to start to turn some heads. You know what I mean? You're legitimately going to start to raise some interest, some concern, especially from people who are actually involved with Larry Hoover on a daily basis. And they're not just involved when they want to put out one project some year, whether it comes out 2022, 2023, or 2024. It's just a project for them. Whereas some people, working with Larry Hoover is something that they do every single day, regardless. You know what I mean? When you wake up and you're involved in something regardless, whereas you're somebody just taking on a project for this portion of your career. That's where all that comes into play. Oh, vertical video, appreciate you, man. Yeah, Bobby. And Jay Prince actually called him out about the 6ix9ine thing. Jay Prince was like, let me see. First of all, he said, when I was in LA, he said, he said, the only thing that this Wack dude is telling the truth about is that I don't mess with him. When I was in LA talking to this lying ass guy, never once did he take the position that he was trying to be partners um in the theft of the Hoover families, like he was doing on the rehearsed conversation with the clowns. Now what he's trying to Now he's not trying the truth, and this is why. Jay Prince went on. There is a woman by the name of Karen Chapman that was entrusted by the Hoover family. This is where he gets into deep detail about it, pretty much exposing the plan behind everything. And she was, chosen and entrusted. His word was entrusted by the Hoover family to interview Larry Hoover with the understanding of bringing the interview back to the family. She decided, from what Jay Prince is saying, to run off with the interview in a fake fraud contract claiming Larry Hoover signed off all of his rights away for nothing. That's where it's getting misunderstood. Wack 100 clearly pointed out that it's not the rights to go and, have his life story. But they're being a little bit more in depth with it. They're like, listen, it's the rights to do something with the man's likeness. It's the rights to do something with his character. And if you're actually using that, you are going to involve and compensate us. You see it happen all the time. You see it happen all the time. Only thing is, it's like, yo, if you guys get a deal, if you guys actually get a deal to where you can, if you can get a deal where you can actually get the bread to actually put together something, why wouldn't you want to involve the Hoover family? Why wouldn't you want to involve key people that could actually help your production. It really doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go at him in this regard? Like, Wack 100 could have came on this live video and been like, yo, man, we haven't even made it to that stage. In reality, we haven't even made it to that stage where we've made it here, but we haven't got cut checks or anything like that to actually do any further filming. We have what we have. You know what I mean? Shit, if they get a budget and they make their relationships more proper, they could film all types of footage. You know what I mean? And they could build all types of good relationships, and they could probably repair that relationship that Jay Prince says that he doesn't even really like Wack 100. He said that the only thing that Wack is telling the truth about is that I don't mess with him. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Vegeta Arts, appreciate you for tuning in, man. Good to see you in the video tonight. All y'all tapping in with great comments, great commentary, great additions to these topics, man. Really appreciate y'all. Obviously, this is a big thing. You know what I mean? To see Jay Prince actually come out and say this shit, come out and say this, after, a lot of times when somebody is getting really like beaten down, you say you don't kick a dog while he's down and shit like that, right? You say you don't kick a dog while he's down. So I didn't really expect anybody else to come out and continue, you know what I mean? And continue this whole thing. But here we go with Jay Prince exposing a whole nother part of this that we didn't even know about. So if you think, if you felt a way, you know what I mean? If you felt a way about what Wack had done in relation to what he was saying about Big U or Nipsey, or if you even felt a way when it comes to the podcast that he unintentionally insulted because of the fact that he was recorded, like No Jumper, $1 million worth of game, Drink Champs, any of these podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Major salute to South Africa is in the building. Major salute to South Africa in the building tonight. Definitely appreciate you for tapping in. Yep. Yep, Bobby. I 100% agree with you on that. Why does he have to take it that personal? You know what I mean? Like you were just saying. Like Bobby's like, Wack has always got to throw low blows, man, saying Jay Prince has been robbed 8 times in Los Angeles. Like, why does he have to say that stuff? Always dry snitching, always bringing up situations that are just questionable. It's like, really? Talking about Jay Prince not bringing up those situations. There's a reason why he didn't bring up those situations, man. Some shit gets handled behind the eye of the camera. And you know what, man? Well, I thought you said that you didn't know any of the stories. You know what I mean? It seems like you know about 8 different Jay Prince Jr. stories. So it's like goes back. Oh, what are you talking about, Mike T? He doesn't know the stories. It goes back to when he said he didn't even know who Hassan Campbell was. He just keeps on saying he don't know what shit is when he obviously does. It reminds me of some other podcast co-host or hosts when they ask their co-host if something is accurate. It's like, did you not go and study this? Did you not even study it? Did you not see this before you even talked about it? Like, let's be 100% real on that type shit. Like, I take what I do pretty damn serious, but we also have a good time. Slayer. Yeah, Slayer. I was saying something in regard to that. I was saying something in regard to that. The fact that, let's be real, the fact that they went and recorded the footage, they're not they're not trying to do the life story. You know what I mean? They don't need to do the life story of Larry Hoover. They could just clearly capitalize off of making their footage as big as it could be. They need to try and take advantage of making their footage as big as it could be. because like they've got a little piece, whether it's an hour, 30 minutes, 90 minutes, whatever they've got an opportunity to make that something major with the connections that Wack 100 has. And like I said, if they end up getting a budget, a substantial budget, look what Wack got with Suge Knight, 30 million. You know what I mean? He got 30 million for the Suge Knight movie. Never ended up happening. What'd those guys tell him? You know what I mean? What did those guys end up telling him? They're like, Suge's story, we can't move on. We can't do it. There's 5 other guys that have taken this. There's 4, or we're 5th in line, whatever the story was. We're 5th in line on the Suge Knight story. We can't take this one, man. I'm sorry, but we can't take this one. But what did they say? But Wack, if you have something else, come and bring it to us. Bring it to us if you have something else, Wack. And you know what, you guys? Wack had something else. Wack 100 had something else, you guys. Well, maybe not at the moment, but he shopped around, because Wack is always shopping around. Just like I was talking about the Mimo 600 situation, the whole situation when he started managing Stitches, but it didn't really take off. He's always shopping around, and he found somebody with some good content, because that's the one thing you can't lie, man. You can't lie about it. You get some Larry Hoover content, you know what I mean? You get some Larry Hoover content, you guys, and you're in the game. And I'm talking about a major game. I'm talking about Hollywood, y'all. I'm talking about all of those streaming platforms. Once you come out with a Larry Hoover project, who knows what you're going to be on to next? For sure. Who knows what you're going to be on to next after a Larry Hoover project, especially with all the other doors being opened right now. You don't know if you're going to end up in a movie. You don't know if you're going to end up in a show. But Wack 100 knows he's going to end up as one of the producers of it. Wack is going to end up being one of the producers of it, and it's going to be another step in his career. That's what this shit is about, you guys. It's about taking those steps in your career. Oh, KD, man. How long is Young Thug gonna get? How long is Young Thug gonna get? That shit is crazy about Thugger right now, man. I can't even lie. That shit is crazy about Thugger right now. I really can't even. Well, I did a live stream on it a little bit earlier. You know what I'm saying? I did an exclusive live stream on it a little bit earlier today, because I just felt the need to come on and talk about Young Thug and the situation. Young Thug actually made his first appearance in court. That's right, you guys. Young Thug made his first appearance in court. Pretty crazy. Thugger made his first appearance in court, you guys. Let me see. Yeah, man. I'm feeling for Young Thug right now. How y'all feeling for Thug? You guys think he's gonna get a bail? Put a thumb up in the bail if you think he's gonna get a bail. I'm gonna actually ask y'all in the chat. Never mind it. We're gonna ask y'all in the chat. I want to know, does everyone think if Young Thug's gonna get a bail? I want to know, what does everybody think about that? Let's see what's going on. Let me see here if there's anything about a bail. I want everybody to vote in the chat right now. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, that's crazy. A lot of crazy shit in regard to this. Vote in the poll right now. Wow, and three of his 3 of his associates were already actually locked up at this time. Wow. They're gonna be housing them at other facilities. Wow, they had some serious shit to say about Young Thug tonight, you guys. Free Thug, that's right. Free Young Thug, man. Everybody vote in the poll. What do y'all think? Wow, is it? It's 56% of the people think Young Thug is going to get a bond. But I read all that shit a little bit earlier today, you guys. I don't know if you tuned in. I did a special live at about 3:30. I did a special live this afternoon at 3:30, you guys. If you guys missed that, you can go watch it on demand. I was detailing a lot of shit on that one, man. It was a dope ass video. I really enjoyed it. Vegeta says higher bond, next court date. I'm not seeing anything about a bond here, man. A lot of times they're not gonna give you the bond on your first court date, I guess. Um, but this is crazy, dating back to 2012. You know what I mean? When Young Thug was obviously in a whole different position of his career. You know what I mean? Now Vegeta 56 went down. Oh no, 56 counts, 28 28 people charged. Now, some of those guys were actually still, well, not still, but already incarcerated at the time. So that's something we got to take into consideration. Some of these guys were actually already incarcerated when this indictment hit, which is the case a lot of times, you know what I mean? When it's involving a large number of people. Damn, it's 2 a.m. We're going pretty late tonight. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. I usually do open questions. We usually do some open questions. So if anybody has any questions pertaining to this or just outside of these topics, I want to give you all the opportunity to ask those questions now. Again, I really appreciate y'all for tapping in for not one, but 2 live videos today. You know what I'm saying? I did 2 live videos today, you guys. Just because I felt the need to jump on about Young Thug a little bit earlier this afternoon with all the news popping up about it. El Capitan, yeah, it's a really crazy situation, man. It's a really crazy situation surrounding all of that. Belicio, I appreciate you for tapping in. Everybody in here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now, you guys. Hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell, you guys, so you never miss one of my live streams. We usually get started at about 8:30, 10:30, excuse me, 8:30. 10:30, we usually get started. And everybody in here, right dark low, it's pinned up right now for everybody asking. For anybody asking, how do I get in contact with Dark Low? I've got the information pinned up for all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got that information pinned up for all y'all. No, I haven't been El Capitan. So are you still connected with Max B? I haven't been connected with Max B since about 2013. I'd actually connected with Max B at first through his record label. I'd connected with him first through his record label, which was Amalgam Digital at the time, and that was in 2011. Now, the second time I was in contact with Max B was 2013. That was our second interview. We actually had just touched base. You know what I mean? It wasn't through the label or anything. We had just touched base through one of somebody setting up interviews for him. So I linked up with him twice, but no, I don't currently have a connection with Max B. Hopefully, when he gets home, I will be doing an exclusive interview with him, though. That would be lit. That would actually be lit, you guys, if I got the opportunity to do an exclusive interview with Max B when he gets home. Now, Max had told me, he was like, yo, Mikey, when I get home, we're going to do a real interview. We're going to do a real sit down interview, Mikey T. And we're going to have a whole night on the town. Like Max B was telling me, we're going to do an old school interview, so that was actually pretty lit. He was denied bond today. Young Thug was denied bond. Saying he was denied bond. Trying to see if there's any reports of that. Trying to see if he was denied bond. Trying to see if there's any stories up about that yet. Not seeing any stories about him being denied bond, but he was in court. He was in court today. Did they in All Pro in that conversation, because I didn't listen to it. In that conversation, did they say that he was denied bond? Let me see if we got anything here. So he was arrested Monday in Buckhead. He's in Fulton County Jail. His lawyer said that Young Thug committed no crime at all. Wow. All right, so I'm trying to see if there's any bail here. I'm not seeing no information on a bail, you guys. I'm sorry. The information's just not really there. He's got to get Vegeta says he has to get bond from a judge overseeing his case. That makes sense. That makes sense. Lucci is not out. Lucci is not out. Yeah, Lucci has dope music. Doug has dope music. All those guys really have dope music. You know what I'm saying? They all really make really good music. They're all making a lot of money off of music too, which is why this is like just a little bit odd to everybody tuning in. It's like, really, y'all are going through that? You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight on this live exclusive video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe. Also, if you're not following me, make sure you follow me right now. Vote in the poll. I'm going to give y'all one more minute to vote in the poll tonight. Will Young Thug get a bail? Will Thugger get a bail, you guys? Do you think it's going to happen in the next, week, the next 2 weeks? Yes or no? Do you think it's going to happen, or is he going to be sitting for another month? Which is kind of crazy to me to think that Thug would be sitting for that long. Yeah, CEO, we covered all that shit on the channel, actually. everybody follow me right now, and I'm going to follow y'all back. About to end this poll right now. Hold on. Wow, it's 50-50 in the poll, you guys. It's legitimately 50-50. We'll have to wait and see. I'll bring a news brief for everybody. I will bring a news brief for everybody that's watching. You know what I mean? As soon as we get it. You know what I mean? But I definitely appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight. We covered some great topics. You know, Jay Prince and Wack 100 both giving their thoughts on what's going on with the Larry Hoover interview. You know what I'm saying? Also, the information for Dark Low, to write Dark Low, you guys. I know there's a lot of people who need that shit. So I got it for y'all. The information to write Dark Low is up there. I know there's a lot of fans who have been wondering about it. That's why we're doing this shit. For anybody asking, I know a lot of you guys popped in from a poll. I know a lot of you guys popped in from, I know a lot of you guys actually popped in from Instagram. I just want to make sure that I'm covering the full spectrum when it comes to, the fans being able to get a hold of Dark Low. You know what I'm saying? Because that is what a lot of people be asking me on a daily basis, man. I get the messages all the time, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to deny the people the opportunity if I can get the information. But like I said, I'm not going to give y'all wrong information. So that's why I had to make sure I got the right shit. And this is it right now. It's pinned up. But yeah, appreciate y'all for tapping in. I don't think I can vote. No, I can't vote in the polls. I can't actually vote in the polls. But sometimes people in the chat will ask me like, yo, Mikey T, what's your thoughts on it? Who are you rocking with? What's your perspective on it? You know what I mean? But y'all make sure y'all tap in. I hope y'all tap into my next live video. Y'all will see me going live every single night, 10:30 pretty much. If there's breaking news, I'll go live throughout the day. We always got new interviews popping, new podcasts popping, new watch-alongs popping from old interviews. All different types of content coming from this channel. Also, we're doing a food show. That's right, you guys. I'm going to be doing a food show with my guy RBH. We're going to be shooting it in New Haven, Connecticut, Hartford, Bridgeport, all over Connecticut pretty much. Probably into Providence and Mass as well in New York. We're doing a food show, you guys. It's going to be lit. We're going to go eat some food. We're going to talk about it here on YouTube. I hope some of y'all enjoy that shit. We're going to give it a try for a couple episodes and see if it connects. You know what I mean? Just to put out some new content out there. See what's going on, man. But yeah, that's it for me tonight, man. That's the podcast for tonight. Final questions. I'm about to hit it, man. I'm about to get up out of here. It's been a great live video tonight. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. It's been a great live podcast tonight, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Late night hour. Like I said, I had to go check out the movie Doctor Strange tonight. Also, oh yeah, El Capitan. We're blazing on the food show, bro. We're blazing on he's El Capitan. You smoking on the food show? You smoking on the food show? Hell yeah, we're smoking on the food show. But also, we're going to be bringing in some special guests, actors, artists, directors, producers, writers. We're going to bring in some special guests as well on the food show. You know what I mean? We're going to be bringing in some special guests. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my channel, y'all. Make sure you subscribe right now so you never miss one of my live videos. You heard? Make sure you never miss one of these live videos because you're going to be missing out. I'll see y'all in the next one, though, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Mikey T, the movie star. Let's go. Let's go.